Hello, YouTubers, Rando-tubers, and welcome live stream and future tubers watching the video, maybe on Christmas, to Let's Play a randomized Link to the Past run with very festive additions. So I'm going to do a randomized Link to the Past, obviously, but it's not the typical randomizer. We're using 2018's Festive, whatchamacallit, it's a festive version of the randomizer. I'm sure you could find it if you do a little bit of Googling. I'll try to put a link in the video when I post this later. For those of you on the live stream, I mean, you've got an easier access to Google than I do right now. So, we've got new music, we've got new sprites, new map colors, lots of festive changes to enemies and NPCs. The story is clearly different, seeing as Ganon stole all the reindeer rather than all the princesses, or however the actual story went for this game. And there's actually some changes to the run of the game, essentially. The world is frozen because it's winter, so there's no water. There's no water to swim in, so I don't think flippers are going to be very helpful on this run, as you can perhaps see. So yes, welcome everyone. We're recording this live on Christmas Eve for me. This is Christmas 2018 for BlueAnkylo and his dedicated viewers who popped in on Christmas Eve to watch the reindeer get confiscated by Ganon. Don't worry, we'll rescue the reindeer. And there's presents everywhere, so we're gonna get all the presents. And hopefully we're just gonna have a good time. Oh, I set the difficulty for this one on normal. We're not playing it on any kind of crazy hardcore, key sanity, no sword, yada yada yada. This is just a typical, normal, kind of bland randomizer run. And yeah, we'll just go with blue. I didn't even start this yet, so here we go. Merry Christmas, Link. You got a present. 50 bucks. And not only do you have pots of hearts, or perhaps candy, you have a Christmas tree. Look at this. That's awesome. And we can, of course, you know, Link smashes everything, so. And look at the festive Zelda. Like, this is just awesome. I saw this. You can thank some of the more typical Zelda random speedrunners like Andy and all them for letting me know about stuff like this. Anyway, we're gonna play this kind of like a normal randomizer. I'm kind of going the wrong way. I'm just gonna have some fun looking around at stuff and maybe not worrying about the optimal path or anything, but we'll just have some fun. Probably kill all the bosses, even if we don't need to, just for the sake of Christmas, the festive ROM hack, basically. Oh good, $4. Well, I guess we got all our presents from our uncle, so we didn't really need that. Now, apparently not every single track of the game has a remix. Perhaps this is one of the few areas that doesn't get new music. That's an almost vanilla lantern, that's fun. Still a randomizer, but the logic is set to no glitches or anything, so we don't have to worry about crazy bomb jumps or anything terribly difficult. Oh, good. Actually, that's cool. If enemies can drop large magic, that could be very useful. Okay, so where should we go next? Does Link and his uncle work for Santa? Well, we'll find out. Find out as we visit all of the NPCs, if there's a... Alright, so, where should I be going, guys? I don't do randomizers very often. Probably, like, Kakariko... Actually, you know what? Because, like, this is the easier way to get there. We should go to the Sanctuary chest, because it's faster to just reset like that. Oh, and I did get a lantern, so don't let me forget. You know, if I pick items up, and I don't put it on the tracker fairly quickly, like within a minute, just let me know and I'll add it for you guys. Yeah, free bombs. That's actually pretty good. Does anyone have any dialogue for us? No, they would just heal us anyway. Alright, so the other side of Hyrule. So this lets us get to the forest and all the nice, easy early game checks and all that stuff. And there's gonna be a lot of figgy pudding, clearly, because the overworld music is that. I wonder if I should try to get to the Dark World before we get the Moon Pearl, just so that we can hear whatever non-Moon Pearl music we get, because, you know, it changes after you pick that up, so... Might be interesting just to see. Which is probably not the easiest way to get into the forest, to be honest, but it's fine. I guess we should be talking to people. I want to see if there's any cool dialogue. One of us always... That's just like vanilla almost, isn't it? Yeah, I don't mind. That, or not vanilla, but, you know, it's not Christmassy. It's not festive enough. Alright. Woods. Oh, this is two sets of music at the same time. That's not good. Did I do something wrong? Maybe not. Gotta love these old MIDI remixed Christmas classics. Alright, we're getting amazing early game presents. Got 92 rupees and 3 bombs so far. Alright, let's go get our mushroom, or whatever it is. And you can't even do item checks in this, actually, because everything's a present now. Alright, well that's cool. I also have the quick item change mod, because that's pretty nice, honestly. I actually also sped up the menus, so this, not that one, but this screen should load up faster than vanilla, just to save a bit of time. You know, I'm cool with that. Alright, to Kakariko Village. My biggest glitch trick I know is jumping over those bushes. So what do you guys think will be in Kakariko? 3 bombs. That's not enough, is it? I'm gonna need to pick up another bomb down here somewhere. Of course, just waste your magic. Well, bottle's handy. It's always nice to get that in Kakariko, right? So we can do Sick Kid. I needed more bombs. I asked Santa for bombs, and Santa put bombs under the Christmas tree this year. Bow is nice. Tons of money. Well, we're off to a good start. Does trashing bombs or pots result in bombs in Randomizer? They can. There are... I believe there are like 50-50 bushes where 50% of the time you'll get a bomb out of them. There's a couple in Kakariko. And we got a bunch of bombs anyway for 200 bucks or 100 bucks, so we're good. You can also buy them in Kakariko for 50, so as soon as we saw the 300 rupee chest, we were pretty much fine. Sure would be nice to have the mirror before you get to this room, so that you could glitch these blocks out of your way faster. Oh yeah, by the way, I have bombs, so I'll add that to the tracker. Actually, I got all kinds of stuff. Ice Rod, Bow, did I get anything else? Oh, I got so much stuff. Jeez, Quake, Magic Powder. Wow, I got everything. This is a pretty good start. I haven't even done anything yet. We got half the items. Oh well, it's Christmas. We can't have a super hard randomizer. We gotta have a nice randomizer. A generous randomizer. So we need it to give me, what do I need next? I'd take, you know, Pegasus Boots. Pegasus Boots would be a nice, secondary Christmas Eve present. Maybe the hookshot. Alright, so now we go down, check, let's see. I guess we've got the chicken house. Christos' hut. Searching for a bow. I don't know what that means. I already got a bow. Oh, look! All the little chickens, the cuckoos, they got little hats. They're little Santa hats. That's great. Alright, what do we get in the cuckoo hut? 20 bucks. Well, pretty much all the money we're gonna need, I think. Depends if we need to go to, Zora. Zora's expensive. Alright, sick kid, because we got that bottle, he will give us a big heart. Isn't that lovely? Yep. And then the back of the bar. I think that's pretty much it for Kakariko. Hello, Ralph. I am doing fine, thank you. Welcome to our Christmas stream. So you were talking about places with bushes that have bombs. There's one in here. I don't know exactly which bush, but there's a bush in there that sometimes drops bombs. But if you're in Kakariko Village, as long as you've got one bomb, basically all you need to remember is you blow this one up. As long as you've got one, you have access to infinite for free, basically. You can just come in here. These pots, I believe, will always have 4? I think there's always 4 bombs in this room, so for one bomb, you can get 4, and you can just enter over and over and over again. That's classic, easy way to get stuff. Do the guys in the bar say anything? I will try. So far, I haven't seen a lot of Christmas dialogue. The randomizers add a lot of sort of randomized dialogue anyway. I haven't seen a lot of Christmas-specific NPCs, but we can certainly talk to some people. Yeah, I mean, you know, that doesn't really mean much to me. Hot wings for Slugula. You know, anyway. I should update my map tracker just so I can keep track of where we've been. Because we did everything in Kakariko. And I did my house, and I did my uncle. Okay, so, according to the tracker, we could probably go to Eastern Palace, which makes sense because we have a bow. We might as well do the loop on our way over that direction, though. Which includes checking the library, which has a present. Of course! You can't really check it, so I guess we'll need to get the boots and come back. Sensible. So that means we can't even check the race item. Normally, speed racers would, like, go left first and have a look before they wasted a bomb and some time, but not gonna happen today. Yeah, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Hanukkah, etc., all of the various season greetings. Hopefully everyone is enjoying them, and always happy to see you come out for a live stream. Now this would be easier with a sword, I suppose, but I think we can still do it. Five seconds to spare, no problem. Alright, just a heart, but it's cool. So from here, I guess we probably could have reset and gone back to our house. Might have been a little bit quicker, but kind of want to see the enemies on the walkover anyway. We'll head down to swamp area, or whatever they call it. Now that it's all ice, I don't know what you should call the new areas. Sadly, the Hyrule guards don't get cool new sprites. Oh right, I don't actually have the mitt. I can't even go this nice easy way. I should have definitely teleported back to my house. Oh, you know what? I have, the bow makes... Well, I only have 5 arrows. I'll hold on to them for now. With no sword, I'm kind of in, gotta be careful with resources mode here. Yeah, the whole hearts are nice, especially because I'm bad at this game. But yeah, look at this. Instead of water, you just skate everywhere, basically. And I guess that gives us access to areas that the tracker normally wouldn't let us. We can go to Zora and a couple other places a little bit earlier than normally. You need like the mitts or the power glove or the also this is open automatically. That's different. But yeah, I guess it kind of changes the routing a little bit because we can go to flipper areas right off the bat. Also, I don't know what's gonna happen to Swamp Palace with the water being frozen. Okay, so that was 2 kind of misses. We could head over to a Ganon's cave in the desert, but that's kind of a waste of time. So let's head east to Ice Rod first, and then probably do Eastern Palace because there's lots of items between Shahasharala and all that stuff up there. We still need to find some like serious progression before we can really get very far. This is always a good cave to check. How do we want to do this with no sword, though? We got magic. Ice should work on these things. Yeah. I don't have tons of magic. I can't keep missing. Mini Moldorms, everyone's favorite. Maybe Ice Rod. Actually, I should have just gone to the bottom and shot up. Probably safer. Let's save a little bit of magic. You know, I probably... No, you can't use medallions without a sword, so they won't work, I don't think. The bow will finish it off. Good shot. Alright. Hey! 2 arrows for 5 more. That's good enough. Yeah, just put the flippers on the tracker. Good call, good call. Now, I believe there is an item in the Festive Randomizer that replaces them, but, I mean, we'll see if we find it. Mushroom! Hey, a sword, that's nice. More hearts. A hammer, that's really nice. Thank you, Santa. And another bottle, alright. Technically, we already did the sick kid check. We have a sword now. We have a mushroom now to turn in. Think anything else? Oh, yeah, the hammer. That's very important. Don't forget the hammer, kids. Alright, good. That's a pretty good haul for, like, Sphere 0 checks. I'll still go to the Ice Rod, because I feel like I prefer being thorough than the Ice Cave. I prefer being thorough than speedy, but... so where is the seed leading us? What do we think? Still no Moon Pearl or anything, so no Dark World, really. No Mirror, no Moon Pearl. Lots of killer crabs. Freaking crabs. Also, I think I'm moving slower through this area than typical because of the snow, so it's probably even worse than usual dealing with crabs. I mean, I have my sword, so I should be okay. I just... The crabs deal 2 hearts. It's not fair. I don't know why they would do 2 damage. They shouldn't be that mean. So logically, I'm pretty sure Eastern Palace will be the right choice early on here. Because they gave us the bow right away, I wouldn't be surprised if Moon Pearl or something like that is in there. Okay, I've got too many items for that to be efficient anymore. That sucks. Oh, good job. That's what I get for cutting the grass. Crabs just so mean. Jingle all the way, okay. We got... Oh, alright. I forgot about that little detail. So we picked up the red bauble or bell or something. So right, instead of 3 pendants and 7 crystals, it's not like that anymore. I should look at the map outside. Can you see your sword? I guess white on white, it's pretty hard to see. Once we get a better sword, it'll probably show up a little better. Oh yeah, so anyway, we do need to do Eastern Palace because we can rescue a reindeer. Desert Palace is coal, I believe, so maybe not important. And then Tower of Hera is... I guess I could sort of keep track of these. Desert is kind of not important. And then the other 2 are important. Alright, look at me. Using the tracker. And seeing as we don't have to worry about, you know, flippers, we could just walk. There's less crabs down here. They even set it up so you can hop down that. That's cool. This would actually save a lot of time for rooting, so I should do this. Actually, not save. It's the other portal. Sorry, guys. Wrong portal. Hey, Dave. And hi, Ken. Yeah, I am going to go do the flipper checks. I just forgot which portal I wanted. And that's a good call. Good call. I'm not good enough to know how to do the sword / speed hacks. So yeah, the portal down there to the bottom left takes me to Zora's area quick, but we should do the hobo. That's a good point. Might as well do it while we're here. Although I would almost be willing to say, I'd be willing to bet that progression will be in Eastern Palace, just because we got the bow so quick. Seems like that's where it's leading me. With no power glove. I guess I could do escape. I got the lantern. I'll do Eastern first. And we will all pray that we don't have to do a Ganon. Oh, hey! Welcome, Vitasia, yeah. I generally just stick with YouTube streaming for the most part. I used to do a little bit on Twitch, but I have most of my audience on YouTube anyway, so I figure this is kind of convenient for me. Okay, so... my tracker... I didn't get anything new, did I? No. What am I doing? Yeah, bow lantern generally means Eastern. There's lots of items between Sahasrahla and that anyway, but I'll go to Zora first because it's a terrible idea, but it's got a ferry. It's 2 checks here and maybe 1 more if I feel like going all the way around. Yeah, I'm not too worried about being super fast. Wow, that's... Okay, seeing as they gave me all the money. Breath of Fire, maybe one day. The original Breath of Fire is pretty grindy. It's not a bad game. Right, can't check. It's not a bad game by any means, but Breath of Fire 1 especially is... there's a couple sections where the difficulty spikes up and you gotta spend half-hour grinding levels, which is... It always makes these Let's Plays a little harder when I have to do extra grinding off camera. There are a ton of games for the Super Nintendo I'd love to Let's Play, though, so... I've got lots of stuff to get to. Quarter heart, very nice. Well, I'm so glad I spent all my money here. Final Fantasy IV Free Enterprise, maybe one day. I've been having a lot of fun with, well, specifically the Super Metroid Link to the Past randomizer. I really am enjoying that right now. Alright, what's the fastest way to get back? Probably reset. We'll do a reset. Breath of Fire 3, I don't think I've ever finished, actually. The first 2 on the Super Nintendo I played, but and completed. I don't think I've played enough of the, they're on, what, PlayStation 2, I think? Haven't really played through them very much. So let's head over to Eastern. That's where I figured we needed to go anyway. Might as well get that done. And I guess we can't turn in Sahasrahla because he's going to need a green bauble that we knocked. He might tell us where to get it. Sometimes they do that in the randomizer. So that could be useful information on top of getting a few items. If anyone wants to gift me some Pegasus boots to save some time, I'd be really happy. Yeah, that's what I thought. So yeah, we'll go talk to him. Oh look, he's such a festive. I don't know why I put it on Eleanor. All right, find my green bauble in Death Mountain. I'll give you something. Well, Death Mountain's pretty big, so we can't even really get there right now at all. Nope, we can't get there at all, so that's not gonna help. Okay, kind of a bust at Sahasrahla. Not super effective, but I mean, we got some information. But we don't have Hookshot, we don't have Power Glove, we don't have a Flute, we don't have a Moon Pearl. There's not much we can do up there. Okay, please. I have a feeling if I stay on the overworld and the light world for too long, the figgy pudding will drive me crazy. So I gotta get into a dungeon to change the music pretty quick. Oh, you can go get Pyramid Fairy right away? That's cool. Sure, Sugar Plum. That's better than Figgy Pudding. Yeah, like, look at this! Look at this! I have no idea what they're actually called, but little tentacle monsters. They've got, like, 4 little Santa hats. That's great. The guys that make this thing, they're geniuses. Alright, so I've got bow. This should be a pretty quick dungeon. Faster if someone can find me some Pegasus boots. We didn't get squished by a giant Christmas ball. They should change those to like little ornaments, actually. That'd be pretty cool. For next year, add ornaments for those. I mean, we've got like Santa Stalfos, that's pretty cool already. Don't have super chat. I'm really not familiar enough with YouTube's live streaming to know how to set that up. I mean, maybe they changed their rules. If I used to have it and I don't now, I can't really say why. I haven't personally changed anything. I've been in the situation where I've been meaning to live stream more for like 3 years now, so I just never Popos? Good, you guys can tell me all the ridiculous names for the Zelda monsters, because I'm never going to remember them on my own. Now, I'm not going to be able to do this trick, but I sort of know how to do it. No, way too slow. Still, I did it fast enough. Okay, good for me. Look at that. I'm really not a speedrunner, guys. I just watch other people who speedrun it, so, like, 1 or 2 tricks rubs off. Now, is this... Yeah, they added the hints in this version. The Super Metroid crossover doesn't have these hints, but this works for the just Legend of Zelda version. So that's probably the library, or something like that anyway. I didn't pick up a big key. I'm really not even hardly I did pick up a big key. Look at me not paying attention. If I was really, like, professional, I'd be, like, keeping track of how many items I got while I was down here. I don't have the attention span for that. Oh, no, I understand. I mean, for the Stealthos dropping, I generally don't do speedrunning tricks to save time. I normally just play. And if it goes slow, then it's fine. Okay, don't forget I've got magic powder to deal with those things. Out of the way. All I mean is, like, I know some of the speedrunning tricks, and I can do a few of them. And if they work, that's cool. But it's not really intentional that I'm trying to, like, race through here super speed. So if I manage to kill the 2 Stealthos with pots before all of them spawn, that was just luck. You know what? I'm gonna spend my magic here for fun. I wish I had a net, actually. That'd be really nice. I missed. I'm so good at this game. Just give me the chest. It's fine. No one dies in Eastern Palace. Yeah. Speedrunning, it takes a dedication that I'm just not available for. I definitely enjoy these randomizers, and I wouldn't say tried speedrunning, but I've, like, learned a fair number of the tricks for Super Metroid in this one, but it's just too much hassle to really play the same game so many times that I'd be good at it. It's this one over here, isn't it? I hate this room, just in general, on principle. Just in the vanilla game, this room always irked me. Alright, we got a little bit of magic. Maybe I should take an opportunity here to, Christmas fairy myself. There we go. I can barely... Well, I'm not promising anything for tonight. I'm certainly not trying to race through it. I would actually like to show off all the dungeons because of the festive Christmas ROM hack. So, probably seeing all the bosses is more appropriate anyway. Should just use the pots, honestly. This is one of those rooms where, when you watch people who know what they're doing, it looks really impressive. This is not how you do it impressively, of course. Yeah, nice! Look at this! Look at this! It's Christmas trees. I don't even want to kill them. That's too cute! Oh, I actually did a huge mistake. This is how you know I'm not a speedrunner. I didn't bring enough arrows. I'm a genius. Normally, by the time I do this dungeon, I've got like a million arrows. But this will take a little bit. It's fine, but it's just gonna take a bit. I mean, we have like 8 hearts or something. Thought I'd get them twice there, maybe. I have a hammer! Good call, chat. So if I die, I can blame the hammer because of the hitbox. Yeah. I can blame the hammer now. This is perfect. Look at this. Look at this hammer. It's terrible. Who invented a hammer with like a 1 pixel hitbox? Just gotta hit him from the side, I guess. Do they actually ever die if you hit them with a hammer? Yeah, eventually. We're probably dead. Let's just be honest. You're supposed to have more arrows than I had. This is great. So fat. We're killed by Christmas trees. Alright, we're getting close. If I can just stop getting hit. I don't actually have... No, wait, hold on. Haha! I have a fairy. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Okay, just focus. That was good. That was really good. Alright, one angry, very angry Christmas tree. This part's easy, though. How much more damage does the hammer do than the sword? Like, is it... It's probably like triple damage to the sword, isn't it? I'm sure I've never fought these guys with a hammer before. That's not something I ever would have experienced in my Zelda playing. Alright, we're good. Just gotta get the timing down. It's very angry. Very angry. I swear this hammer's going right through it. There we go. I have to hit it in the eye. Right after it lands. Okay, we're good. There we go. I love the hammer so much, guys. It's my favorite Zelda tool. Look, I've got lots of hearts. You have no chance. There we go. Look at this. And I got my boots. Okay, I did really want the boots, so I'll take it. But that was pretty painful. I apologize. I apologize for all of you to have to watch that. Hammering Christmas trees on Christmas Eve. How much more festive could it get? Alright. So, we got, we've rescued our first reindeer. That's really cool. I guess I'll mark that off on my tracker. Just give me a second here. I've got a few things to catch up that we checked. Okay, so. Oh yeah, I did Zora too. So, didn't I get... Yeah, I've got the mushroom. We could go turn that in pretty easy. We go to the desert. Oh yeah, I also did the race. Mark that off. We could go through escape. There's no way to fight a Ganon yet. Or whatever his name is. Not a whole lot of places to go other than escape and a few random checks. So we'll do a couple random checks and we'll probably end up at escape. Yeah, probably under the castle, Hyrule, basically. We'll go rescue the princess slash reindeer and probably have to do all that. Because we got the lantern really early, it would probably make some sense that it would be there. Oh yeah, also I've got Pegasus, so this helps. I don't mind traveling nearly as much now that I've got Pegasus boots. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed, Matt. I don't think I ever would have thought I'd have to fight that boss with a hammer. So that was a new one for me. I love randomizers. And running into walls is always fun. So the text description for this ROM hack, random run, did mention that there was a new item instead of the flippers called maybe the snow boots or something. I have no idea what it does, but I would really love to find it. So hopefully we can show that off. Alright. Also, I don't really know how to do... You've probably seen, if you guys are familiar, with the speed or the Pegasus boot tricks, you can do like fancy sword spin dash around. I don't know how to do that. Well, that's nice. I should have came here before I went to Eastern. That would have made that a lot easier. So, silver arrows, you know, let's add that to the tracker. That's pretty good. They're pretty good. That was a good... I'm glad I went there. That was a good call for me. Let's go... Hammer, I could... Actually, hammer and magic powder would take us to the bat. But that's a bit of a walk to get to the bat. We should probably just do escape. Let's just skip over to our house. That's fast. Just... I hope there's not a cape in escape, because I don't want to do that. I love getting silver arrows early on. That makes up for that tough fight. I mean, we will never have a hard boss again after that, practically. Except for blind. I hate blind. It's sad because there's bosses like blind that are almost just scripted fights where people who do it regularly in races just make it look so easy, but... Oh yeah, we got new music too, that's good. Frosty the Snowman in slightly slow beat. Oh man, I'm so good with Pegasus boots, but I'm so glad I have them anyway. Saves a lot of time. Alright, so we got some votes for Cape, or Master Sword, essentially, I guess. Same one in the essay. We got a red staff, that doesn't really help. Not right now. That other one. More things to spend magic on. I guess looking into the future, that'll be good for Turtle Rock and Swamp Palace. Even Ice Palace, now that I know about the gimmick about sometimes the boss having a small key and needing bomb jumps. So now that I have the intended route, I can use the Cane of Samaria to get past. I'm gonna try to save my arrows, so let's not leave it there to accidentally waste them. Alright, here we go. We're getting close. It would also be very nice to have... You know, maybe I should do a Death Warp. That's what the pros do. If we're gonna do the rest of Escape, we should not kill the first enemy in this room coming up. And then I can show you some cool strategies. Also, I already used my fairy, so it's totally gonna work. So we'll just leave this green guy alive instead of freezing him. I do have the Ice Rod. I could freeze him and throw him into this guy, which is always, I think, the favorite way of killing it. But, you know, what I should be doing on this, at least. Like that. Alright. Speedrun strats. That's it. I'm so glad I got a map in there. That's great. Alright, please kill me quickly. I should have taken more damage from the hammer guy. It's a Christmas miracle. Poor Link. Killed by Blue mercilessly just to save... I don't know, it probably saves a minute or two. Alright, let's go the other way. So I don't have the Power Glove, so I couldn't come in the back route, so we couldn't do the sneaky way to get the quick checks on the back of the escape from beside Cathedral. So we'll have to go through this way anyway right now, and it's pretty easy, so it should be fine. Oh good, even the rats have little Santa hats. That's so good. So good. So Christmas. And the snakes. Don't forget about the snakes. I'll just kill the ropes. These guys are called ropes, right? This has been in since Zelda 1. It's ridiculous. Why would they name snakes ropes? One of them, this has the key. No, isn't this? I feel like one of these rooms has a key on an enemy, but I forget exactly where. Oh, I need the arrows anyway, so that's good. Not this room, probably. Well, that's what they call this, Dark Cross or something. That's one of the chests. It had to be a key to get to the back. Alright, I think that does it. Unless I missed a key on the way in, which I don't think I did. It means there's a small key at the back that we need the Power Glove to drop into, and there'll be one key and two chests back there, if I'm remembering correctly. Unless I missed a key on the way down. It's certainly possible that, you know, speedrunners are just picking up small keys from enemies, but... No. Yeah, glove lock. Okay, that's good. That's what I thought. Okay, well then, we're not doing a Ganon right now. Let me check my map. There's only, like, 2 checks left. We're gonna go do, the cave in desert, because, that's where it always is. Basically, as far as I can tell, I need to do, the magic bat, because I've got the hammer and the magic powder, and then the final Sphere Zero check, which is down here. Unless I'm missing something, but I believe it's just 2 left. Right. Oh yeah, boots. Boots. Alright, start doing some Pegasus boots to speed this up. This is a very snowy looking desert. I like it. Oh, I'm so glad I got the boots. The vultures can't kill us. Yeah, I did check Hobo. Most of those checks with the flippers didn't give us anything. Oh, come on. Menuing. Let's go see if this guy says anything festive. Probably not. We need some writers to add some special Christmas lines in for these next time. Alright, what do we get? Not actually helpful right now. Well, we've got one spot left. Unless I missed something. I'll have to think about it. Once I get to the bat, we'll see if there's anything left. It's probably about equidistant. I'll go Sanctuary. I did Zora. I did the Great Fairy on the way to Zora. I did the ledge after Zora. Yeah, the mirror does not help. Because I can't really get to Death Mountain without Power Gloves. Power Glove. If I had Power Gloves, then we could go Death Mountain and get to Tower of Hera, even without the Moon Pearl. But we do not have that option yet. So there's got to be either the Power Glove or pretty much has to be the Power Glove here. I don't know if there's any other items that would get us out of this. Oh, Cape or Master Sword, I guess, technically. That'll be fun. Flute would also get us up. That's true. Good call. Let's find out. I did bring some magic, right? Thank goodness. What do we get? Oh, the library! Good point. We can get the item in the library. And that's a good thing someone mentioned that, because we were out of items if no one had mentioned that. Yeah, because normally you would check the library ledge, which I tried to, but in Festive mode, that didn't count. It's listed as blue on my tracker because, guess what? I forgot to add that. Also, that means the smashable rocks to the left of Sanctuary that I went right past, I missed as well. So, 2 checks left again. We're back up to 2 chances. But yeah, the Magic Bat was anti-hype. Also, Merry Christmas, fella! Alright, let's see if it's hype library. Can you not run up here? Of course not. You need an extra pixel. Wow! We are getting wrecked. Okay, well, again, I'm kind of down to 1 item that I can think of. And I mean, I am using a map tracker, so all I have to do is remember to put in my items, and I should be able to figure everything out pretty easy. So, Power Glove, Ocarina, Sword, or Cape. I think it has to be one of those 4. If we get another ruby out of this, I'm not sure what I'm going to do just yet. We'll have to think about it for a second. This is one of those checks I forget all the time. I don't know why. I just forget it all the time. Do I have the blue rod? Is that going to help me? No, it's the ice rod. The ice rod doesn't do anything, fella. It's a book. I mean, Desert Palace. Okay, sure, why not? I was not thinking of that. That's fair. Sure. Let's go to Desert. Let's just do all the dungeons in order. We're going to go to Desert Palace and get a Moon Power Glove, just like Vanilla, so that we can go to Tower of Hera. Beautiful! A vanilla randomizer that you start with a hammer and a cane of Sumeria for. An ice rod. Well, the ice rod's not... Just a few extra items early on, that's all. Very, very festive. And every time I hit a post with my speed boost, every time I bonk into a pole, everyone gets a BlueAnkylo point. Because it's Christmas. I can't even go this... I should have just warped. I always forget I don't have the glove. I can't take the shortcut. Silver Land Molas. Yeah! I mean, I don't know what they'll do in the festive mode. Maybe there'll be little tinsel wreaths or something. Oh! No, hammer... Yeah, I was thinking I could get through there with the hammer, but... Right, no Titan's Mitts. Yeah, you're pretty locked out of most of Legend of Zelda without the Power Glove. Like, it's pretty rare where you go very long without getting a single glove. In my experience. So we'll have all of Desert Palace. All of it? Yes. There's nothing that can block us out of Desert now. Because I've got Pegasus Boots. No, because if I don't get the power glove, I can't kill the boss. Yeah, exactly. So I can do the ledge and the first floor. That'd be interesting if we have to dip into... No, this is a coal one, isn't it? This is like, the reason I would not have normally gone here early is it's sort of a non-crystal dungeon. It's a pendant dungeon in the typical randomizer. So usually you wouldn't worry about coming here early. Alright, more sugar plums. So let's go... We'll take the clockwise route, I guess. Those guys were white. They're not usually white, are they? I feel like maybe those little sand things are slightly different too. I think the white ones must be new. Oh yeah, I should be checking the hints too. Hey, a sword! Well, you know what that opens. That's great. Mimic Cave. Great, we can skip that. Well, Master Sword was not what I wanted. That's probably the wrong item. Oh... Merry Christmas. We've got maybe one more item if we're lucky. Just for the record, I don't really keep track of how many items I've picked up per dungeon. So, I don't know off the top of my head how many actual items are in this dungeon. It's probably like 2 or something. That gets us that chest, but we can't get to the boss without the gloves. And the gloves are going to be in the Dark World. We're going to get our first gloves in Dark World with no... Well, but there's no Moon Pearl either, so there's going to have to be something at Catfish, maybe? If we can't get anything out of here, we're going to be going to Catfish. Like, just getting to Dark World doesn't do me a whole lot of good right now. We do have... Don't let me forget, I have to do the ledge check. Okay, good. That's perfect. So vanilla. Okay, that will help a lot. So let me update the tracker real quick here. We've got a better sword, and we've got a glove. That makes things much easier to route in. Yeah, that opens up lots of stuff. Okay, good, good, good. Thank you, Santa, for the randomizer. That was very convenient. You know, which one is it? That one. Just go pick up a fairy quick. Hey, look! Even this is frozen. This is not water. That's great. Everything's frozen. Canada has come to town. Alright, don't let me forget the ledge. Gotta go do that ledge first. This would be terrible if this was something important. It's not, don't worry about it. But it's nice to have those silvers anyway for this upcoming boss fight. Alright, we're good to go here. Now, I don't need to finish Desert. Didn't we just say they only had 2 items? And we got the glove and the sword, so there's literally nothing we can get from Landmola besides a map. But we'll go kill him anyway. Like I said, I don't generally count items, so it's not part of my decision-making process. I don't have a fire rod either, but I don't think I need that. I do have a boring lantern, so... Oh, this one. I always miss that. I don't know why. I always open the pot to the left of the key, or I always pick that wrong pot up. And then it's top right? Yeah. Blueankylo. The Blueankylo's been around for a while. It's a small but prestigious clan. I used to live stream relatively regularly for a little while, but it's been pretty hit or miss for the last while. Alright, here you go. What do we get? We got silvers, so this will be pretty quick. Oh. He looks a little different. I think. Maybe just my filters on my emulator, but... Look, I'm so much better with silver arrows than hammers. Alright, Merry Christmas from Krampus. Everyone gets some coal. I don't think you get BlueAnkylo points for coal, but you know, it's all good. All right, let me check off some. I've done all kinds of checks here, so I'm just checking off my tracker. We're good. Okay, well, time. Let's go to the back of Escape, and then we'll climb Death Mountain. Back of Escape will be quick. Now that we've got the gloves. And if there's something like a Moon Pearl in there, that would be very nice to have before we climb Death Mountain. So let's go do that. Yeah, a little tinsely on Landmolas. I think that's fair. Alright, we have to go around. And we only have the Power Glove, so I can't do King's Tomb if I had the Titan's Mitt. Maybe we'll get a Titan's Mitt in here. So one of these has to be a key, and then 2 real items. Not great. And then because it's so slow to get out of here, I think you always take the warp. Is it not? There we go. Oh no, I had the mirror. I had the mirror. That's one thing I gotta remember. I probably didn't mark that down. Because at the time when I got it, it didn't really help me. But yeah, I have the mirror. That'll speed up. Thanks! Yeah, no. The only reason I remembered it was because we got locked out going through the normal route. And I think I remember picking up the map, and that one's easy, because there's no key, there's no big key, there's no, compass or anything, so it's probably the easiest one to keep track of. Yeah, no, if I'd remembered the mirror, that would have been a convenient way to get through, maybe. So we can't actually check Lumberjack because it'll be a present, so we'll never know for sure if we need to do a Ganon, until we're locked out of everything else, basically. Alright, let's get through here quick, which is easy if I remember the way. It's up here, I knew that one. Alright, old man. We'll go to Super Metroid, yeah. Not this time, not this time. Should probably be running, I can... Wow, that's not allowed. Yeah, Lumberjack in Festive is anything that you normally do a quick check. Oh boy, Death Mountain is slow. Oh boy, okay, this is actually really bad. Wow. This is exactly what we needed, was Death Mountain to be worse. So I'm so glad the Festive update has made Death Mountain even worse than usual. Well, we're gonna go up to Tower of Hera. Also, I've got the book so we can do the, whatchamacallit, pedestal? Is that what they call them? No, it's not pedestal. The thing. It's where you learn, like, ether or something, normally. Showing my vanilla colors here. Oh, you know, I can't even check. I can't do any of my good checks. Tablet, there you go, that's... Okay, these guys suck too. Look at this! This stuff is like ice! But yeah, normally you would, like, check in here. I guess we might as well just take our, like... I can't afford for this to be the Moon Pearl, so we're gonna have to go through this as well. Speedrunning this festival remake, this Festive Randomizer, would be rough, because you'd have to make some choices on things to just totally skip that you couldn't just check easily like normal. Like the green pendant, so that's worth an item still if we go back to Hasharella. That helps, that's good. Alright, we gotta go around again. Don't need any fairies, we can just go. Oh, you know what? Haha! Nope, not allowed to use that in this cave, great. I should know the mirror doesn't work in most of these caves, so. It was a good idea. It would have saved a lot of time if the mirror took me right back to the top, but... I'm not sure if running up the ladder even helps in this situation. I'm still glad I have the boots. It's certainly a bit faster. And this snow mountain is terrible. Alright, so the good news is, I did want to see what the music was before we got the Moon Pearl. So we get to hear it. Oh, it's just vanilla. No luck. Hey, we finally got a shield! So I do have a hammer. Technically, we can go to East Death Mountain. But I'll do Tower of Hera first, because why wouldn't I? This is fun. I like this. Alright, what do we get? From the tablet. Just a heart. It's okay, Blue needs all the hearts he can get. Alright. Hera, I don't mind Hera so much. Yeah, no, lots of hearts are really good for me, especially with no armor at all. That's kind of what I was getting worried about if I have to go to, if we do have to go to Dark World early. I would not be happy with no suits of armor and no low hearts would be very bad for me. It's fine. I've got arrows. Where's the boomerang when I need it? Thanks, Blue! You're the hero of Hyrule! So nice. Alright, well we couldn't check the basement even if we wanted to, so up we go. To keep track of item counts. It's actually not even really item counts, it's just... If we don't have map and compass when we kill Troll Door, then we have to come back for an item. So, it's not really a counting kind of thing this time. Oh, okay, I'm gonna try again sort of speedrunny thing here. I'll probably mess it up, but let's see if I can do it. Alright, so we just avoid everything is the key here. And you can just sneak along here, yeah. Okay, look at that, speedrun tricks. Now, I'm not gonna be doing a bomb jump. Don't ask. We'll fall down like you're meant to. Right. Don't step in fire. And there's no way. There's no way I can do this one. Yeah, I mean, like... This is why I shouldn't even pretend that I know any of the speedrun tricks, because, like... I'm not sure how many pixels you've got there. You can sneak right through if you're lined up right, but... Let's not mess around with that. We need to hit that anyway. About a pixel too high. Yeah, I mean, I know approximately what to do, just not exact enough. Let's set that back. It doesn't really matter. Probably should have left it on the other pattern, be easier to get through. For me. We're not gonna need any hearts. Troll Door with Master Sword should be pretty easy. I got the hammer, but I think the hammer, although it does more damage, would be worse. Just for the hit zone and the lack of protective, you know, this. It's fine, it's fine. We're good, we're good. No dying, no falling. First time ever. Let me just check before I pick that up. There's an item downstairs. Frick. My preference for this fight, I don't know if anyone else ever does it, but I like to stay kind of near where you drop down, because he can't really push you through the wall. He tries to push you to the side, but I kind of like the protection of being right by that drop-off point. But, you know, he's pretty good at knocking you down one way or the other. Master spins or tempered damage? Yeah, that's probably about what I totally... Well, I mean, I don't know the exact damage numbers, but I figure... Especially with the sword on Troll Dorm, because you can kind of protect yourself if he charges you with the sword, it's just safer either way, basically. One thing I'd recommend not to do for beginners is to do the little trick you see speedrunners do standing on the pedals, on the little blocks. It's pretty easy to set yourself up to be raised by these little platforms, but it's also pretty easy to soft lock your game and get stuck on them unless you want to bomb yourself out or something, so... I generally wouldn't do it. So much Sugar Plum Fairies. We need to get out of this dungeon soon before the music kills me. Still want to... Oh, right, of course. Pots block arrows. I think it's still convenient to do this. not really. Not worth the time to turn around. Okay, what do we get? What do you think we get from our bottom of Tower of Hera that nobody likes to get? Very important that we came back for that. Alright, good to know. Good to know. We're in good shape. Let me add that to my tracker, because that's a big one. Alright, most of the world is open to us. We're missing, essentially, Power Glove, or sorry, Titan's Mitt, and that's pretty much it for getting around. So we're doing good. And Hookshot, of course. Hookshot helps a bit. Okay, so... where do I want to go? Let me mark off where I've been. Got a couple items here in Light World. Got the old man. We finished Escape. Okay, so I'm all caught up on my tracker. Do I have enough MP and hearts to pick up Spike Cave? Maybe? I don't like Spike Cave without half magic or a fairy or something. I'd be liable to just die, so I'll save... No, I've got the hammer, right? I can just head over here with the hammer, I think. I can't get in the south, or the low route, without the hookshot, but I can get up here. I guess... Right, I can't switch to Dark World because I don't have the Titan's Mitt. Is there not a way... Yeah, I could hop down. I can do Paradox, basically, and this one. This one. There's a couple things we can do. We certainly can't do everything, but we can get a good chunk done. Yeah, 8 checks is pretty awesome, so it's probably worth doing first before we go anywhere else. We'll talk about Dark World once I get there. Which... Is there still any reason we'd need to take Aga out? I guess if I never find the Titan's Mitt, it's kind of hard to get around. No, I've got the mirror. I can go this way. We can save a little bit of time. No, not this one. I'm so good at these. These caves confuse the heck out of me. Between Light World and Dark World, they all look the same. I never remember exactly which one's which. But I do remember the trick to nullify objects. Alright, get a couple items. Aga's mostly dead. Yeah, I guess... Because we don't have the flute, so there's no way into Misery Mire, right? And you'd need the Power Glove to really handle that. We can do most of the world, though, without Aga. And Aga wouldn't help with that anyway, so it's just... That's good to get. And that's always nice. So that opens up Bumper Cave, which... Is there anything else I should do? That was... I think that's it for Death Mountain, actually. Let me just... Before I get out of here, let me just think for a second. I definitely could do Spike Cave. Maybe I should try Spike Cave before I completely leave the area. No, I'd have to go... Well... I have to go all the way around the long way. Maybe I should have done that before I, We'll go the long way. While we're on Death Mountain, at least, I figure we might as well at least give it a shot. Right, if Lumberjack's important. That's good. Yeah, yeah. No, I know that usually you don't have to worry about Aga unless you can't get anything into Dark World. Technically out of logic, do you know what the official amount of life required? Or is it just half magic that you need normally? Wish I hadn't taken that hit. I'd be happier with 11 hearts. No Christmas music on Death Mountain? That sounds weird. Cape plus half magic or Birna? Okay. Yeah, half magic then is what we're really missing. And I'm not even at full magic. I might just die, honestly. Logic assumes one hit. Oh, that's cool. So you'd have to make it through without taking any damage. I'd also be happier if I had a hook shot here. I don't have the option, so it has to be magic cape. Alright, let's see if we can make it. Right, you can't. Okay, I'm screwed. I thought I could, I don't think we're gonna have enough time. It's gonna be close. But this needs to go really fast. If I was at full health, I'd have been fine. Or if I hadn't messed around. Alright, I'll just remember to come back later. It's fine. It's fine. Let's go somewhere else. Let's go somewhere more fun. Let's see. How do we want to crack into this? Probably head to Kakariko, hammer into the Dark World from there. Yeah. I knew Spiky Death Cave was gonna kill me. Between Spike Cave and the that room in Wrecked Ship, the Spiky Death room, whatever they call it. All these rooms that are called Spiky Death, they're just not meant for casual players. I have to go in from the top. I don't know the quickest way to get here, but we'll go this way. It might be faster to go all the way around Kakariko and come in from the left side. I don't know. I don't know the map of this forest well enough. You know what? I've got a sword. Get out of my way. Exactly. I could be trying tree poles. Nah, this is the wrong way. This is good. I really don't know this forest very well. Is it even possible to get where I'm trying to go? Or is it completely blocked out? No, it's just all the way around, and yeah. Yeah, I can see why Kakariko would be faster than going through here. Oh, you know what we should do while we're here? Seeing as I didn't need to come here anyway. This gives us something else that maybe the game will help us with. So it's sort of worth finding out. I make things go triple boom. Does that mean that that's bombos? I don't know the text well enough. Or triple boom. Someone will have just 3 bombs. Well, that's someone is way too flowery with their translations. Triple boom. Look, stupid thieves. Look, we're almost where I need to be. Down and then right. Big bomb. That would be interesting if you could get the big bomb there from pedestal. Yes. No, I still went the wrong way. You can tell how often this is how I get to Dark World. This is like the first time in a very long time. A programmer, not a writer. Yeah, no, I understand that. This is the entrance I was looking for. There's a route through this screen in the Dark World, just not in the Light World. Alright. And we're off. The big wide world of Dark World. And it's Charlie Brown's Christmas, right? I can't actually pick this up, so we have to go the extra long route. Okay, I'm not really in the mood for Skull Woods at the moment with no mail and... Ooh, fairy. Please come back, fairy. This is... Please, Christmas fairy. Yeah, okay, good, we're good. I love Dark World with no armor. It's just my favorite. Alright, so anyway, back into item check mode. There's... Oh, right, the mini game here, which someone in my Let's Play did correct me that I think it's just forced, basically, so... You pay the guy, you just open any 2 chests, and you get the item, so... I mean, that's nice. Nice of the programmer to not make me randomly play that game for an hour. Okay, we've got... With the hammer, we could do all of Skull... Oh, you know what? We should do a map check now that we're in Dark World. So, it looks like, Thieves Town is a, a coal, and then everything else is a reindeer. So technically we don't have to kill blind, maybe. I'll probably just do it anyway. Let's see, what else can we get in here? There's the sea house, which is this one. Come on, presents. Although, I'm not really looking for a whole lot of items right now. I would really like a sword or some mail. I think what we're really waiting for will be Fire Rod, Hookshot, and Titan's Mitt. The rest of this stuff is just to make my life easier. Half magic's always nice. Even the undead chickens have Santa hats. Yeah, I know. No one loves Turtle Rock. It's okay. Alright, so those are the easy checks for Dark World, Kakariko. I'm going to be saving Thieves Town for a little bit. I'm just not in a huge rush to do that dungeon. I've got a hammer. No, I don't have Titan's Mitt. We can't get into Blacksmith area. I've got the hammer for it, I just don't have the gloves for it. Sorry, Frog. You're going to have to stay a frog. We can sway. It's kind of a one-way trip. So next time I want to go to Thieves Town, we're going to have to go all the way around. Yeah, I'll get to blind eventually, I'm sure. Like, I intend to kill all the bosses one way or the other, even if it's just for the coal, but I figured I'd try to do some of the easy stuff first. Is it Jeremiah the Frog? Wow! Wow! Great digging game! It's Christmas, everybody! So does that mean I could mirror back, do that? Let's do a couple easy things before we do that. Jeremiah was a bullfrog. Oh, yeah. Okay, I gotcha. Now, before I travel to the light world, I noticed that some of the presents are actually, like, mimics, so that's good to know. The cave with the really weird name. A bug net. Alright, well I better mark that on the tracker. And, I'm gonna call it the ocarina all the time, because the sprite looks like an ocarina, but I know the game calls it a flute, technically. Cave 45. Yeah, that's one I don't know the backstory for. I'm assuming something. There must be some story, but that's not very good. Well, everyone loves Hype Cave, right? So let's go head over that way before we head back to Light World. No point being in Dark World without Hype Cave. That's good. So again, no flippers, but I don't need them. I guess I could get the ledge, or the island in Lake Hylia. Maybe I'll do that while I'm down here as well. Wow. Too many items. Just too many items. Just labeled 45 in the guide. Oh, alright. Okay, thanks for all the hearts, but please give me some blue mail. You know, red sword and green potion and more life. They're not going to give me any mail, I can see. But I'm going to get all the other upgrades, so that's good. Am I missing anything on my bug nets in there? Didn't get the shovel yet. Not like that matters much. No boomerangs, no shovel. We're not missing very many key items other than nice, easy. Would you give that a 4 out of 10? I definitely enjoy getting Tempered Sword. I know a lot of runners don't really care about getting sword upgrades. For me, that's a pretty hype cave because I need the damage, so that's good for me. Let's go to Lake Hylia, or whatever we're calling it in Snowland. Oh look, the little ogre dudes. They got cool little hats. Oh, shield, right. That opens up so many checks. I feel like shield's the easiest thing to forget about because it just doesn't do anything hardly. But yes, thank you for keeping me honest on my tracker. We will not be going to Ice Palace right now. I don't have a fire cave. Or fire cave. I don't have a fire rod. I don't feel like that business. We're not getting very far. Is that gonna count? Oh, it counted just barely. That was not very hype. Okay, where's next for efficient checks? I should probably just go get my flute charged up. Let me tick off a couple things quick. Tick, tick, tick. Most of South Dark World is covered. The flute will let us go to Misery Mire, which is pretty good. Yeah, okay. So I just, we'll just walk, it's fine. We'll just listen to some Christmas tunes as we walk over. Odd, yeah, I will do that. I think I'm just gonna take the time out to go activate the flute first, just so that we can, because my routing is all messed up. It's gonna be, oh right, Mitts, good point, yeah. I can do all the dungeons. Not very many actually. We can't finish Skullwoods without Fire Rod. We can't get to Misery Mire without the Titan's Mitts. We can't get to Turtle Rock without the Titan Mitts, and we don't have the Fire Rod. So Mitts and Fire Rod are going to be high priority, high value catches basically. And we might need the hookshot for something anyway. So we got a few important items left. That's such to say. Oh, I've got the butterfly net, so I can capture bees and fairies now. I made the shield. Yeah. It is Christmas, so even the lowly small shield deserves some love. That's fair. Deck the halls with. Now, do we get a custom sprite for the duck? Yeah, why are there bees in winter? That's a good question. That's a good question. We need a better winter duck. Maybe like a penguin? Can you make a penguin fly? Alright, so anyway, now that we've got that, it just speeds my life up a little bit. We will probably do pod, like was suggested. We also could check the side of the pyramids. That's pretty easy. Maybe what I should have done, actually, was check the tablet for desert. That's pretty easy, too. There's a few fairly easy things, but for now, let's just head to the dungeon. Right, I can't do this. Or wait, hold on. I can't actually tell. It is it's not a myth. Okay, good. I can't visually identify small rocks from heavy rocks because they're all white. And I forget. Alright, right. I gotta remember... Freaking pterodactyls. No armor. Stay away from pterodactyls. This area is horrible. Too many enemies do 3 hearts of damage. I mean, I've got a good sword. If I'm just patient, it should be pretty safe. I have no money. Good call. You noticed that exactly the same time I noticed that. Alright, so forgetting the fact that I have no money, we've got catfish. We've got let's just go back to let's go to pyramid and catfish, because we're gonna need some money. I'm broke for Christmas. There's no money for presents, everybody. Yeah, the music's amazing. You know, the programmers and everyone involved in getting stuff set up, adding in the music, getting it all adjusted to MIDI style. I'm very impressed. Alright, we've lost any kind of efficient routing at this point, and we're just doing random checks. Any speedrunners out there watching along, I apologize. This is no longer even remotely an efficient route. We're just going wherever I remember. And running out of money was pretty classy. Oh right, you know what I should have done? I think one of you guys mentioned that we can pick up the super bomb or whatever it's called as soon as. Well, no, that takes money too. So we could technically buy the super bomb and open up the big fairy or the gold fairy. But fat fairy, maybe is that what she was called? But you know, I'm pretty sure that's like $200 or something. I got no money for that either. Yeah, the Charlie Brown's Christmas music, I think, actually fits really nicely in here. Good use of the piano part. We discouraged from calling her fat. See, when I was growing up, when I was first playing this game as a kid, I'm pretty sure we all called her Fat Fairy. But I would understand that perhaps in the community, we've decided a more appropriate name. I understand. Maybe I should pick up these hearts as we go before I die. Paula Deen with the butter. Oh yeah, yeah. So where does the butter swords terminology? Is it just because it's kind of yellow and glowy? It's just, instead of golden, you guys just went with butter? Because, you know, I'm almost surprised that works, because it is a catfish living under the ice. Please give me something very good. Like a heart. Yeah, that's good. Alright, well, let's check 2 more off. The lack of money is annoying. So I've got no hook shot. I can't easily get back to the other side of the world. I think we're gonna go Light World back to Kakariko. We should probably do Bumper Cave and the ledge in the graveyard. I've got 3 easy checks before we have to go into dungeons, I think. And by easy, I mean it's gonna take a little bit of time. Yeah, Bumper, Graveyard Ledge, King's Tome. You can mirror in from the Dark World, right? So yeah, we can do that. Normally it's a mitt, but with Dark World Mirror you can get in there. So there's a few items. You know, we're not that low on items just yet. It's just they're spread apart unreasonably well. I'm not a fan of the split of items right now. Everything's kind of opposite sides of Hyrule. Probably should just go into Thieves Town by now, honestly, because that's probably where the logic is taking me. Without Titan's Mid or anything, they gave us Moon Pearl and Tower of Hera. That's probably where you should go. So we'll get there. We'll get there. Maybe I will just do Titans. Oh yeah, I did take the green pendant. Good call. Don't forget. So I should actually, you know, just for my tracker's purposes, let's just pretend Desert Palace was a green pendant. That just means when I look at my map, it'll remind me that I should go there. Sasharala. I think it's Sahashara. I don't know. Don't make me pronounce names. Alright, Santa. For Christmas in Thieves Town, please give me the Titan's Mitts so I can save a lot of time. I suppose there's also probably some Skullwoods chests we could check fairly easily. I mean, we're here. I've exhausted a lot of my easy checks now, so maybe I should do some basic Skullwooding because we're here, and I have to go around either way. We'll start here. Professional. And then we get a little treasure chest. It's got a compass. No keys. And then we check this one. Killing these guys is going to be a bit annoying without the fire rods. We're off to a great start. Yeah, I've watched enough speedruns by now that I should know a fairly easy path through the beginning of this dungeon. So yeah, this is fairly easy stuff. Although, depending on what keys or not keys I find, I have no idea where to go after that, so. Wow. What am I doing here? These mummies. Leave me alone. You know, I have the silver arrows. That might work on them. I don't know. Only 2 items, right? That's a good point. I can't even mirror out because I hopped in, so we have to use 1 key to get out. So we have to go through one of the doors. This will probably give me another small key, I'm guessing. And then that was good. Good, good. I probably should just die while I'm here to get healed. We can't really go up, right? Yeah, that's just the way the dungeon works. Without the hookshot. If I was really clever, I could try to bomb jump over that, but I don't have the big key anyway. Going left would waste a key, if I remember correctly. So we go around. Get killed. I should have died while I was in the dungeon. That was smart. All right, let's not go to let's not go back there. I got 15 hearts and I'm still dying. Classic. All right, but you know what? That's fine. We did a couple checks in Skull Woods. I'm also doing this the really slow way here. I'm mostly just kidding. When I'm self-depreciating, whatever it's called, it's just joking around. Like, it doesn't hurt my feelings if I die a couple times on camera. I have made it quite clear all along that I really want the blue mail. Once I get the blue mail, I won't die so much. And if well, no, I was gonna say, like, normally when you start doing Dark World stuff, it's quite nice to have a couple potions. And you know, technically, I had a green potion I could have used. So I didn't have to die there, but I forgot. And I have a bug net now, so I should go gather up some fairies next time I'm in the zone. All right, back to Dark World. This is still a heavy rock. Yeah, I tried this last. Please let me through. Okay. I was just talking about these. All right, we're looking good now. That's actually very unfortunate. That's 2 more anti-deaths. Alright, so what I was really planning on doing was going to Thieves Town anyway. I find Thieves Town a lot less scary than Skull Woods, so I'm more confident doing this dungeon anyway. Skull Woods, there's just a lot of things like mummies that are annoying. Do a lot of damage, and if I don't have the fire rod, then I'm not happy. I'm not a happy blue. Also, I feel like the route through Thieves Town is so simple. Like, you can just, even like a non-speedrunner, you can just sort of autopilot through this stuff pretty easily. Again, you should probably keep count of items or something, but... But yeah, we got bunnied again. That's always fun. Yeah, 4 items. It's a good dungeon in terms of item density, and I've already got the hammer, so I should have prioritized this dungeon pretty quick once we got to the Dark World. This is where I'm assuming progression will be, somewhere in this dungeon. Although we're not doing super well so far, but we still got a couple chests, a couple items. In fact, we have exactly 2 items if I'm counting correctly. You know, I've got the Pegasus boots. I'm not even using them. We'll start making it look like I know what I'm doing here a little bit. We'll try. With Tempered Sword, these guys are a piece of cake. Unfortunately, if I remember correctly, the quality of the sword doesn't really affect the blind boss fight, so... Sadly... Oh, I almost made it. Almost made it. Sadly, we're still gonna have to do the full duration of the fight. Well, I guess I could... Well, you know what? I'll check the hint after I get the item and all that. Yeah, I'm sure there's a pixel that lets you run all the way up the middle there. I don't know it. Not that well. Alright, so we blow open gap. You know, I guess I'm playing on normal mode. I assume They must have removed all the bomb and arrow upgrades, because normally you'd have a bunch by now on, like, the old-fashioned randomizer that didn't take them away from you. I like the ability to carry, like, 99 arrows and stuff. It's fine. It's fine. Take all my life. Maybe this will give me something useful. Not even close. It's a troll-a-lol. Do this the easy way again, at least. Alright, let's go head downstairs, pick up our girlfriend, and, you know, because I'm... Is it... I'm sure there's a way to do this, isn't there? But you have to hit the center bit? Or am I crazy? I might be crazy. I thought you could... Maybe I'm just really... You know, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. We'll give it up. Upgrades removed in version 30? Yeah. Oh, you can buy them from the ferry. Right. With all that cash I've got. I guess that makes sense, because that's like the vanilla way to get your arrow and bomb upgrades. So that's cool. I was just enjoying in the Super Metroid randomizer, the crossover randomizer, the fact that you typically ended with a bunch of extra capacity was just nice for me. It's fine, you got rescued by a bunny. Hope you're happy. Alright, well that was the key we needed to get the big... Or wait, did I actually get the big key? How many times do I do that? Press the wrong button. We do have the big key, so it's either the compass or Blind has the compass. I'm not a speedrunner, so I'm going to be thorough while we're down here. I have a feeling speedrunners would go kill the boss first and gamble on the 50-50. And they would have won! That's okay. Yeah, she probably could have escaped if she really wanted to. I mean, are we really kidding ourselves that she was trapped in here in the first place? I mean, if you've really never seen Link to the Past, you're about to get a treat. Our rescued girlfriend is not all that she seems to be. There we go. We got special music. I got 2 fairies, I got a sword, doesn't really matter. And it's a giant gingerbread man, that's great. Alright, so yeah, unfortunately we're not doing triple damage with this cool red sword. But, I should have enough life. Now we get lasered, though, so beware. That's good. Come on! Oh, we were so close! I was 1 hit away from winning without dying. But luckily we've got some fairies. That's how I knew we were safe. I was pretty close. Almost got that fight. 20 rupees. Well, we're pretty poor, so I needed all the money I could get so we can do pod next. Check that off on my list. I guess... I should also check Sahasrara's items. So what we'll do... we'll mirror over, and then flute over, and we'll go to Sahasrara, we'll pay our monkey 200 bucks, and then we'll do pod. So I was wrong, there was no progression in Thieves Town. I was thinking, you know, the second coal dungeon, maybe that would be a hint that we'd get progression from both of our coal dungeons. The Desert Palace and Thieves Town. But that was not the case. Should really stop getting hit, honestly. That the pro strategy here is to stop getting hit. Now, I'm going to try to mirror over in front of Sahasrara's room. I'm probably going to miss it, though. It's in the middle of this maze, if I remember correctly. Kind of south-ish side. So somewhere around here, maybe? Let's see what happens. That's very, very accurate for where I was trying to go. I'm so good at this game. And a quarter heart. Well, hey, I can show off a cool strategy even if I didn't get rewarded for it. Alright, monkey. Where's my monkey? I don't know why I didn't pick up Kiki the first time. I'm not a speedrunner, I just have watched a speedrun or 3. That was pretty good Portal though, I gotta say. That's the best one I've ever done for that. Alright. Palace of Darkness. We've got bow, that's what really counts. We've got a bow. And boots, of course, is nice. And hammer, I guess. It'd be pretty hard to beat this dungeon without a hammer. So we might as well just clear it out. Alright, and because of the mirror, we get to save all sorts of time. I'm gonna go the back route. Because I got the bow, mostly. I feel like when I come to this dungeon with the bow ahead of time, I like going this way. Also, there's a tip here. Hello, Kenzie Brown. Welcome. The ice rod, I already have. Doesn't matter. Don't electrocute me. Just say it out loud and they don't electrocute you. Alright. Bow time. Oh, I was too fast. Try to stay stocked up on arrows. We don't want to have a repeat of that one boss fight. It's okay, I don't know how to get through this room either. There we go. Well, I got lots of keys at least. Alright, what do we get? The map. So not really rewarded, but I mean we did get an extra key, and we can kind of cheese a key if you want by heading around this route, if I can hop down. Right, I have to hit the thing first. You know, I've got the Cane of Samaria, don't let me forget, when I want to go up that room to fight the boss, I can zip through that real quick. It's fine. I'll save the back for after, because I've got 2 keys, so I'm just going to go this route. I don't really know how to route this dungeon very well, honestly. I just went this way because it's fun, mostly. Lots of small keys. Probably most of the keys we need. Yeah, I think I've got more than enough keys. So I suppose there's an advantage in that if you did that drop down first, you end up here anyway. Which is probably more efficient, rather than going down on the right side first. Although, I mean, you can get out pretty quick with that shortcut. It's not that bad. Oh, good! A boomerang! The Bloomerang! Or the Bloominati. Do I need to hit that switch for anything? I think I want it the other direction. And I did learn, technically, I tried this in the Let's Play, and I missed it, but I did learn that you can make that. I'm gonna die to red orbs. Can't hit them. Right, it's on a different Z level than me. I can't hit it. It's probably the only way past it in that situation. Alright, we're fine. I've still got 1 fairy. I got green potion, if I want it. It's fine. That's what I meant to do. Alright, everyone gets a BlueAnkylo point for that. That was very cleverly done there. I should just use the green potion. We got so many hearts. Potions are really quite efficient right now, actually. Alright, let's try this again. The other thing I probably should have done is just, you know, ran across the bridge. I forgot I had Pegasus boots again. One of those is going to be the Sanctuary Heart, and they're going to fill me up to max. It's going to be glorious. Alright, we got our big key. We're out of little keys. So we have to go downstairs. And 2 chests. One of them is definitely going to be a small key. And the other one, I don't know, probably compass or something. Oh, 2 keys. Perfect. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Hold the horses. While we're here, there's 2 things we should have done in this room that I forgot about. 1, I actually kind of need some money. And 2, the fairies don't hurt. So, well, I mean, they do the opposite of hurting. It's like what they do. They heal you. Alright, there we go. Replace the fairy that we used, and I got some money. So now if I want to buy the big bomb, I can do that. And I just need the bombs next. We can actually buy the super bomb, and I maybe won't die so soon. And we can speed this up a little bit. There's the compass. See, I knew we'd be getting the compass soon. This way first. I mostly remember this maze, so for better or ill, I can generally remember my way around this room. That took a lot of practice in the old days. And it was just 10 arrows. Disappointing. Okay, so pretty much just gonna go kill the boss. You know, it's gonna be a lot faster to do that by doing this. And this is a reindeer dungeon, of course. So we actually do need to kill this boss. I think from here on out, we've already done the 2 coal dungeons. We have to clear every dungeon now, one way or the other, so. There we go. Like a boss. And then smash, smash, smash. Oh, good job. I feel like this block is particularly buggy. It's like the hit zone is... Okay. This is really easy. It's simple geometry. I know how to handle these guys. Quit goofing around. Oh, actually, right. Because I was so clever, I hit the panel before I went... Yeah. I feel like the Danceless Sugar Plum Fairies would get very obnoxious if we don't clear this dungeon pretty quickly, so let's try to speed it along here before our love for Christmas music goes away. 16 hearts, wow. Am I gonna get all 20 hearts? You know what? Turtles, you live today. Right, it's the stupid boomerang. Alright, should have my hammer. These guys don't get to live, though. Bad day for them. Especially this room. Alright. Wonder what they could turn the turtles into for the festive ROM hack. It's gotta be something better than just boring old turtles. Alright, it's boss time! No festive masks here? Another boss that doesn't scare me that much, honestly. Especially with silver arrows. Oh, very fast. Oh, he dodged it! Good job, Helmosaur. You know, you gotta give him credit. He did some good deking and dodging there. He just wasn't built to handle silver arrows. Alright! We have ourselves another reindeer. But no progression. Update my tracker. Alright, you know, I was talking about it before I started doing all these extra dungeons. I was talking about going to Graveyard Ledge and King's Tomb and all that. I think it's time to head back that direction. Everyone say hello to little snowman statues. Alright, so we'll go... I still don't have the Titansmith. Yeah, transferring back and forth to Dark World is still relatively painful. Alright, so we got like 3 checks all in a row. This is a good opportunity. Maybe I should have done this before I went to Palace of Darkness, perhaps. Just because there's 3 items in pretty good proximity there. After that, if we don't get any progression, start running a little bit low after that. Just gonna escape out the right side here. We can't even do a nice ledge check. Maybe we'll still need to do that Ega clear after all if we can't find the Titansmith anywhere. That'll be a true reward for anyone that sticks it out all the way to the end of the live stream, right? You can't just have nice things. As we narrow down the last few checks, the odds of Ega do go back up. No hookshot. I think there's, what, 1 item we can check in Swamp Palace? Maybe 1 or 2, I don't know. Yeah, if the mitts are at Lumberjack, this is the worst seat ever. That's not good. Alright, don't get killed by pterodactyls, please. Just don't die to pterodactyls. I'm just gonna use it. I think I cancel it. That's the first time I think I've ever done that one. Well, we still got a fairy. We're fine. It's all good. I don't think I've ever tried to use a potion, unless it like doesn't work in the Festive remix. I don't think I've ever tried to use a potion and... Oh no, green's only magic. What am I thinking? Blue is healing... Red is healing, blue is healing and magic. Green is just magic. Learn me. I went the wrong way. We have to go through the danger zone here. Alright, let's do the ledge first, which is all the way around here. This is one of those weird areas that I feel like I almost always have Titansmiths for, but not today. Alright, we got 2 good little checks here. Come on, Titansmiths, basically, is what I really want. And I gotta remember that we've got... Probably after this we should do the Pyramid Fairy. That's 2 more, and I should have... Well, I know I have plenty of money now for that, so... We got 1 more easy check, and then all the way around to the fairy. After this, there's... Let's see. Not good. So there's 2 at the Pyramid Ferry. And let me just check some of these off because we're running low on areas. There's the tablet in Desert, and that's possibly all of them. Well, other than perhaps, you know, there might be a couple items in dungeons we can dive into. Like, there might still be an item or 2 in Skull Woods. There's probably 1 at least in Swamp. Can't really do Ice Palace or Turtle Rock. There's definitely running low on areas to check, that's for sure. Mit's Go mode? I guess we would need to find probably Fire Rod next, and then clear Skull Woods to kind of line up for that path. If we start finding Fire Rod and Hookshot especially, then it's looking more like Titan Mit's Go mode for sure, actually. That'd be pretty cool. Can I time this? No, I shouldn't mess around. Come on, I gotta practice my hammer boots. Hammer boots. There we go. I like being able to run with other items besides your sword out, so I gotta practice my Titans. Fire, Hookshot, Mitts, Bombos. Yeah, I mean, in any time you have to do all the dungeons, I guess that's pretty standard. Half magic might be needed again. Oh, right. Freaking. I'm just throwing my money away. It's fine. How often do I actually use the super bomb? Not very often is the answer to that. I'm not going to be trying to damage boost into Pegasus boots with it. We're just going to go slow and stop wasting time. Half of Swamp is open. We don't have mitts. How would we get into the front of... Oh, no, Swamp, not Mire. Yeah. Yeah, but I think in Swamp, there's only like 1 item you can get without the Hookshot, or maybe 2 items. I don't know. Because most of the chests have to drop keys at the beginning of it. Now, perhaps Festive mode with the ice has changed things, so I don't actually know how that affects it. You know, we'll end up there pretty soon. There's not a whole lot of other stuff to do. So, I'm not exactly familiar with how, that was good. I'm not sure how, Festive mode affects Swamp Palace, basically. I know that we don't drain the little pond like we used to. Well, there you go. That solves the question. So we got that. We could have got that. Also, Sanctuary Heart. Woo! That's always fun. So yeah, now we've got the mitts. We've dashed your dreams. We'll no longer have Titan Mitts Go mode. But that makes it a lot easier for me to get around and path because, geesh, that's what I'm used to having in randomizers pretty early. Okay, so let's see. How do I want to do this? Because I was just talking about it and it's... Well, that's a fair ways off. Let's just go to... We've got all the blacksmith stuff. Now that we've got mitts, we've got hammer pegs, we've got blacksmith, we've got his chest. We'll want to tie in the chest with the tablet. We'll want to do Death Mountain East and Dark World. We want to check the spell for Turtle Rock. But let's just go to also check this one as well while we're here. Because we'll also get 3 items as well as checking a spell here. I would also still very much like some blue mail. Alright. Got a little lightning bolt. I can open that dungeon up then. But I'll do the this check and what's it called? The checkerboard, I believe they call it. Alright, we're good! That was a convenient little check. So we don't have to worry about getting into Turtle Rock. I think that makes everyone pretty happy most of the time, knowing we don't have to hunt for medallions. So now it's Fire Rod, Hook Shot. Pretty much Fire Rod, Hook Shot, go. Alright, it's the top. Alright, that was less hype. Definitely less hype there. Check those off my list. Check it twice, basically. We can't go to Lower Norfair from here, unfortunately. That'd be fun. I might have to do another live stream after Christmas with another Super Metroid crossover randomizer, because I really quite enjoy... I mean, I like Link to the Past randomizer, don't get me wrong. But I'm a pretty big fan of Super Metroid, a little bit more than Link to the Past, so I might have to do another one of those. Alright, we got ourselves a... Oh, sheesh, I don't have Hookshot. It's okay, but... I don't need Hookshot for this one. It just makes it easier. Probably gonna want this. I also don't have half magic. I also don't have the Fire Rod. This is not the smartest play. It's fine. We'll work our way through it while we're here. I think that coming this area, if I was to make a new routing decision, I would not have come here first. Just on principle. But we should be okay. I think I know how to get around this dungeon without too much trouble. We got the Tempered Sword. I've got the Cane of Samaria. I don't have any armor. The beams do what, like 4 hearts or something ridiculous? We'll find out right there, whatever that was. Hookshot makes getting to the big chest easier as well, but I think it's okay. Especially as long as you've got Pegasus boots, right? I could try to figure out where logic was taking us, but it is pretty open. Probably logic was not taking us to the mire, if I had to gamble. I'm not sure if mire is actually logically open without the hookshot in normal mode. I mean, it's just a bonk across the pillars, but... which way is efficient? This way? Because there's a key and a chest here. That's nice. I'm just gonna prevent a little bit of damage. We'll do this the more proper way, basically. The vanilla way. Don't usually go to this room either. That's one of those weird ones. Right, because it puts me on the wrong side. There's a reason why I don't normally go that way. Yeah, good call, Blue. So now I've got to kill the bomb slugs. Although, this does give me one advantage. So, I mean, that's always worth. Like I said, we're not speedrunning it. Unfortunately, these last 2 or 3 dungeons in the Dark World, I'm just not... Because of, like, the way the key logic works for the randomizer, I just never know a very efficient route. This one just takes me to Big Chest Lock, so it's this one. But I've got enough keys, and I do have, at the very least, the lamp for this. Although, I think I should have hit the orange or orb first, right? Yeah. It's like I know just enough to sort of know that I'm doing it wrong, but not enough to really root it properly. Oh, I was too slow. Alright, good. It's just a map. So I should still have enough magic, as long as we don't mess this up too bad to do the, Actually, I think there's a magic refill, maybe? Yeah. They always give you enough magic to do the upstairs bit here. So no fire rod means we have to do this the annoying way. I'm just gonna prep all the paths first, even though I think you technically have enough time if you're quick without doing the bottom section first, but this just makes it easy. Not as easy as a fire rod, but easy enough. So what do you think? Vanilla big key in the drop-down chest? Probably where I put my money on it. Pretty sure that's where the vanilla big key was, right? And it would be convenient to get that about now. I should probably check the hint while I'm here. A unique item is in Blind's hideout. Yeah, I forget what it was. Like a boomerang or something. Or does that mean the light... Does Blind's hideout mean the light world check? Like, how would you ever get to Misery Mire without doing the Kakariko village check, right? Because Blind's hideout... It's Thieves Town's name of the dungeon, right? So... Okay, big key in this chest for sure then. There we go. Alright, let's get to the big chest. And then we'll wrap this dungeon up pretty quick after that. I have 2 keys, so I can go this way. Oh, but can I go... No, you have to actually go... It's nice, you can get that key, but like... No, I have to go the other way anyway to actually get the chest. Sadly, we have to go the long way. There we go. Just don't bonk into the wall. Just don't bonk into the wall. Alright, we're good. All we get for Christmas is a bottle from this dungeon. Alright, I think that's pretty much it in here. I think. So now we head to the back. Because of my lack of any armor, I think probably catching a fairy every now and then is a smart plan for me. So... Not a lot of magic. Is this the boss? Wait a second. Is this the boss I need the hookshot to kill? I forget all their names. We're gonna be in for an awful surprise. If I can't actually kill the boss. No, this is the one with the arrows, right? Silver arrows will make this easy. I'm thinking of Swamp Palace boss where you're on the hookshot. Or ice. No, Swamp Palace is the ice. Swamp Palace is the one where the hookshot is basically required. Didn't need to do that. I don't know what I'm doing. I mean, I'm sure I've said it a couple times by now, but this is... We're at the point in the dungeons where optimal routing is not what I do. It's a little bit hit or miss in here for what I remember. Most of this basement is really just a fairly straight path, unless you really want a bunch of rupees on the top section of it, so this stuff is all pretty easy to remember, I figure. Not quite. Not even close. Alright, here we go. It's been a while. Eyeball boss. Lots of arrows. Just don't miss. It's gonna shoot lightning any second. There you go. Ooh, almost like dodged in the middle there. Alright, that was looking pretty good there, no problem. And another reindeer is rescued. Well, I'm glad I came to the Misery Mire. Did I do any dungeons? All the ones... I think I've checked off all the ones I've done so far. Still not go mode, but we're going quick mode is sort of what I'm thinking. Okay, so next will be... we've still got a bunch of stuff on Death Mountain. I think... what I want to do next, though, is rescue the blacksmith and turn in the chest. And all this stuff should be considerably faster than before, thanks to the Titan's Mitt. Access from this side of the village is so much better. Yeah, I'm definitely hoping it's not a huge challenge to find Fire Rod. Because we're definitely gonna need Fire Rod before too much longer. It's needed in like 3 of the 4 dungeons left. Come on, Jeremiah. Oh yeah, you can run with Jeremiah, it's cool. Just can't run with bombs, that's all. Don't run with bombs. Alright, so we can get a few nice efficient checks here all in a row. Don't stand on... that's a bad spot for a warp. Bad spot. Alright, blacksmiths, give me something... oh, did I walk out too quick last time? They're very happy. They should be saying Merry Christmas, though, to be honest. Alright, please give me... I don't know, armor. Okay, technically, I suppose that qualifies, but that's really not what I meant. And yeah, I picked a bad spot to warp in. Good job, Blue. Alright, it's fine. Just add another minute to the clock. Definitely easier than you'd expect to lose your Dark World portal. Alright, so hammer pegs, and then pick up our locked chest. Hopefully one of those gets us progression, and while we're turning in the locked chest, we'll remember to do Desert Tablet. Let's see if I can do some swag here. There we go. That's how we do it. That's how we do it in Hyrule. Alright, come on. Gotta be good. No money. Alright, so... the way I understand it is, even with Bombos, I believe, Ice Palace is still not actually in normal mode logic. Although technically you can kill all the ice monsters with magic. Without the Fire Rod, it's not logically required. So we don't really want to go there yet, because there's no Fire Rod in it, essentially. Swamp Palace is a... again, I can't do the whole dungeon, so if I go there right now, I'm just dipping in, hoping for something that, like a hook shot in like the first chest. That kind of sucks. So those two options are not great. I suppose probably after this round down to Desert. Is Ice Palace... I thought it was... see, I don't have a hook shot or a Fire Rod, so I'd have to kill the ice monsters with magic, which is fine, I guess. Because I'm just saying on my map tracker, it's yellow, which tends to mean not in normal mode logic. I could be wrong, though. Well, that was a bummer. Back to Dark World and then tablets. Still, either way, instead of diving into a dungeon, I still think Death Mountain for Hookshot Cave and the Floating Island's probably still the smart choice. And I guess Super Bunny Cave we haven't done yet. Trying to go with density at the very least. That's great. Well, we've got our maximum sword before we got any armor, so that's interesting. I still have to do... we already know Mimic Cave is garbage, so we don't have to worry about Mimic Cave. I was hoping I would get the hookshot before I came back to Death Mountain. So, when I say hookshot cave, I mean, like, one item in hookshot cave. Also, getting around Death Mountain would be much faster with the hookshot, but at this point, I don't think that's going to happen. But we've got Titan's Mitt, so once we get around to the other side, we can get into the Dark Worlds. We can actually check the, well, it doesn't really matter, but we can also get to Turtle Rock. We can't clear Turtle Rock without Fire Rod. We could go into Turtle Rock and do all of it except the boss, right? No, I also can't. No, because there's there's a couple puzzles that require the Fire Rod. So we could maybe do half of Turtle Rock. But that would kind of suck as well. All the dungeons are basically dives right now, because I can't guaranteed complete anything. That's rough. That's rough. Comes down to 3 dungeons that you can't actually clear for sure. I mean, any of them could have the item in them that we need to clear it. It's just... it sucks. Alright, so let's go Dark World at Turtle Rock. Yeah, if I can't go to the right to the... yeah, that's fair. Turtle Rock is actually maybe worth it just because it's like one check for a key. I just hate going into Turtle Rock before you get before you have Fire Rod and all that. Seems like a silly move to really spend much time in there. Alright, so luckily it didn't really matter what medallion. The keys can lead you all the way to Laser Bridge if you're lucky, yeah. That's kind of what I was thinking, like, I know technically Mimic Cave is trash, we saw a hint. But there are a lot of chests in here if we get lucky. Also, there's a hint. That sucks. So that's probably gonna be Hookshot? Because you need Fire Rod to kill the boss. I mean, there's a few other unique items, but worst case scenario, Hookshot on the boss of Turtle Rock. And that means you need Fire Rod from, like, Ice Palace or something. Well, let's just do a couple easy ones here while we're here. Maybe the unique item's the red boomerang. Then it doesn't matter, right? Alright, give me a key, please. Good job. Okay, so we continue. You said a boss, not this boss? Oh. I suppose that's fair. I just sort of lump tablet hints, like, normally you'd expect them to be, in the dungeon, like, if it was non-randomized, you'd expect them to be in... It should be Jingle Bell Rock. I'm probably gonna die in this room. No red boomerang. But yeah, normally I would expect hints to be for the dungeon you're in, like Vanilla is. Not very nice. I should have done 2 of those. Okay, that's fine. Gonna knock it. Chomp! Big key is not what I needed. So... is there any other small keys we can get without Fire Rod? I'm thinking probably not. Let's go through the process here. This is nothing. There's Super Bunny Cave in the Dark World. Before we leave Death Mountain, there's the ledge. Yeah, there's nothing else we can do in here. That's fine. Yeah, I'm not gonna leave Death Mountain yet. The whole point I came up here was there's a couple good checks before we leave. 2 Super Bunny, 1 Hookshot, 1 on ledge. So there's at least 4 items to check while we're here. And maybe I'll try Spike Cave again. So I know I don't have a hookshot, but if I remember correctly, these are probably all in logic. Or this one, at least, is probably in logic. Because you can just do that. Just don't pick up the rock. Not what we needed. I'm pretty sure that's the only one you can get in there without the hookshot. And then this, I always forget the exact path because I go across it so rarely. Hover strats! Ha 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 ha! That's a good joke. Can I just break this one? No. I'm not going to be trying hover strats today. That's that would be a bad idea. I have never actually tried one of those before. You might be better off with bomb jumps even in there. I don't know. I'm not even sure if you can bomb jump in there, but if you could, that would be better than hover. Not good! That was definitely in logic, that one, so that's bad. Alright, so then we go all the way down. Just trying to think of the quickest way to do this. Is it faster to go backwards? I don't know if it's faster to go this way or to hop down and go through the normal route, but it's probably faster to go the other way. Or nope, this is definitely faster. Okay, that was a bust. So, Super Bunny dead. Ledge dead. Hookshot Cave, the one we could get, is dead. Mimic Cave, we can't get to. We can't do anything in Turtle Rock. I suppose we should try Spike Cave before we leave, but Death Mountain is looking pretty sad. What else have we got? Let me just check off a couple things. I never got the shovel. There's a few checks I've done that I hadn't checked off my map yet. But yeah, we're running very low on checks. The shovel hides behind the ocarina, so it's not there. Disappointing. I'm gonna die on this bridge. Ooh, okay, good. The lack of hearts is kind of a problem here. How many fairies do I have? 2. I'm pretty sure with mostly full magic and 2 fairies you can make this. Face your fear, yeah. Dark Link, tell me where the fire rod is. That's all I really need right now. I'll save the cape for after I've died once. Because what you really need is to get to the block with enough time to pick it up, because it takes so long. You don't want to have to ferry in the middle of it, because that'll reset it. So this should be fine. Come on. Not a lot of luck. Alright, well that's Death Mountain. Toast. This is going to turn out to be an Ega Seed. We're going to have a Lumberjack Fire Rod at this rate. Okay, let's preset. And where am I going next? What do we got? We got Ega for Lumberjack. Swamp and ice. And ice is not necessarily a good idea. And I did the library already. Done. I did the blacksmith already. That's done. Yeah, we're down to swamp, maybe ice, and Ega. That's great. Okay. Death Mountain, it's not summertime, it's wintertime, so... Death Mountain's even worse than usual, actually. Alright, well, let's just go to Swamp, because it's pretty close. And to be fair, I'm not exactly sure how how Swamp works in the ice mod, so we'll see. So we get a little bit of Charlie Brown before we go down there. What am I doing here? It comes with Death Flakes. Sugar frosted Death Flakes. Alright. Welcome to Ice Swamp. No hookshot. Not good. I don't think we can get very far, but we'll see. Also, I don't remember penguins being here. So we got some new enemies. I still have no actual armor. Maybe you're supposed to play... Maybe on the normal mode logic, do you need to, like, throw... How would you upgrade? Maybe you're supposed to throw your green mail into one of the fairy fountains in this version. Should have asked that when Ken was here. So this pretty much has to be our item, because we're not going to get a whole lot further for chests. Well, that'll get us to the big chest, so that's one more at least. The problem is, I believe we run out of keys without the hookshot very quickly, once we get to that central room. Also, this is definitely different than usual. Maybe I can steal a key. If I don't go into that room, because we don't have to raise the water, I've now nabbed myself an extra key out of sort of basic logic. Because normally you need to hookshot up here to get your next key. Maybe this will make. Maybe we should have come to Swamp earlier. I just didn't... I don't know how... That is not the item I was looking for. I guess we always would have had this chest as well. There's probably a few chests you can check without the hookshot normally, but... I mean, it's pretty hard to clear. I mean, we can't kill the boss either, so... Well... No, I'm pretty sure you 100% need the hookshot to kill this boss, right? That's lovely. We've got 2 unique items. Neither of them have been very valuable, though. Alright, so then... 1 key. How do we do this? Now, we're not going to be able to raise the water like vanilla Swamp Palace. So that means there needs to be another key to replace the one that's usually in the pot. Of course, they put it there. That makes sense. Because normally there's a... You fall down, go up, pick up a skull and or a pot, and get a key. So that key replaced that one. We're still +1 extra keys on top of our normal route. There's nothing. There's nothing up there. Right. Okay. I love the ice. The ice is so much fun. So if this is the other Ice Palace, do we have just double Ice Palace? How much icier could Ice Palace get? Yeah, the whole dungeon is ice. It's crazy. Yeah, this Festive mod is great. Also, with no hookshot, I cannot get the chest to the right of here ever until I get the hookshot. So that's completely locked out. Which means we can't kill the boss. We can't go that way. There might still be a couple chests worth checking. Interesting, we can actually do a fair amount of Swamp Palace. We just, without the hookshot, we can't really full clear it. Yeah, big key. So we can probably get to the boss. No, right, it can't get up across this room. So that's it, we're done in this, done. You can still get it. Oh, you can fall the other side. Right. I'm thinking normally you've got the hookshot. Yeah, good point. It's this room you can't get across with the hookshot. So I have exactly one chest left, thanks to chat for catching me before I warped out. But yeah, we can't actually get above the big chest without the hookshot either. I forgot about that one. So we got one more thing to try. And then we're gonna have to go to Ice Palace, I guess. Everyone's favorite. Man, we tried dipping into Turtle Rock. We're trying dipping into Swamp Palace. If we end up... Man, we're getting awfully close to the Lumberjack after Ega. Awfully dangerously close to that. Because that would have been in logic from practically the beginning. Well, not quite the beginning, but for a long, long time, that's been in logic. So... I kinda... I'm getting worried. There's like maybe 3 checks left. Oh, geesh, we're saved. We're saved. Alright. So that was very fortunate. Good job, chat! I might have missed that, actually. Then I would have been, well, stuck. Alright, we're back in business. We're back in business. So Hookshot opens up the rest of this one, and I believe, apparently, puts Ice Cave back, or Ice Palace, totally in logic. Even without the Fire Rod. And we've got the rest of Hookshot Cave up on Death Mountain. We still need that Fire Rod to finish Turtle Rock, though. So all we need now is a Fire Rod. Fire Rod Go Mode. 100%. I don't think he's... What was the trick? I've seen people do this. How do you pick up that skull when the statue's right there? Or are you supposed to smash it or something? Maybe smashing is how you do it. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I've seen people pick that skull up while the statue's on top of it, but... Maybe we'll find the Fire Rod inside Swamp Palace, and then we'll be in Go Mode right in here. Alright, we can't drain the water. We actually probably could have come down here the other way. Because, you don't need to drain. Similarly, we could have come down through this route, which is normally flooded first. Well then! Well then! This was Hype Palace for sure. Now, although... also, Merry Christmas, from the West Coast. We still got 3 hours all on this side before it's technically Christmas. What I was going to say, though, as much as it is technically Go Mode, specifically because there is a unique new item, I'm still going to be picking stuff up. Because, I kind of want to see what the new boots are from the flippers. Hey, JM. Merry Christmas. Yeah, I guess East Coast of North America will be hitting into 12 a.m. about now. That's fair. So yeah, if we had not picked up this lucky hookshot, we would not be able to actually defeat the Carol of the Bells. Also, you know, Gold Sword's gonna make this all pretty easy, assuming I don't die. Of course, this boss fight in an ice room is much worse than usual if you have to run. Alright, alright. Alright, we're through that. Might want some Fire Rod, although I think the Gold Sword will probably swallow him up pretty quick. Does he always go down to... Doesn't even matter. One spin attack would have killed him, I think, so not very scary. Alright, a reindeer is rescued. 2 to go, I think. Unless you count Zelda. If you count Zelda, there's three reindeer. So many hearts. Maybe I should check out... I feel like maybe I should try... I should probably check off that I've cleared that. I feel like I must be missing something for the blue mail, like... Maybe the randomizer doesn't have it as a random chest item like the Super Metroid crossover randomizer did. Or maybe it's just vanilla inside of Ice Cave or Ice Palace. I guess I could have ducked over here with the bird. But I don't think there's anything else we need money on, so let's just go quickly have a look at version 30's Great Fairy. Yeah, we just straight up buy stuff. That's cool. Why don't I buy like one more upgrade? I like the idea of going from 10 to 20 bombs at least. Just doubling your capacity seems like a good choice. I mean, I probably won't need 40 arrows, but 20 bombs is not terrible. Alright, so spend a little bit of cash for Christmas. A little bit of Christmas presents for the fairies. We go to everyone's favorite dungeon. It's got to be double the ice, though, because, you know, should be extra ice. Still no half magic, either. A piece of heart is held by someone. Friendly. The best kind of tip. Alright, so Ice Palace has some potentially funky routing. Now, we've got all the items in the game. All the unique items other than armor and stuff. But, so there's no way we can get, like, locked out. It's just... Unlike the vanilla game, technically, the final boss in here can have stuff like a small key that you'd normally get on the way down. Okay. I'm glad I spent all that money. We got a little bit of lag. Oh no, we got bunnied. It's terrible. Should've just picked that up in the first place. I still think, you know, in the nature of not dying for the rest of this live stream, do a little bit of fairy catching. Alright, so this room should be easy. Just bomb yourself. That's fine. Builds character, I think. I'm probably not going to do this right either. No. I didn't hit either of them! Terrible! I missed them both again. Alright, we got him. Unique item needs fire in Tower of Hera. Okay, we did that. That was going down to the basement. That's how we got the Moon Pearl. Don't let me forget I have to do Skull Woods now that I got the Fire Rod, but... We already did like half of it, so it won't take very long. You know, just for giggles here. Just for giggles. Totally not recommended that we do anything like this in the future ever again. Almost. That was pretty close. We'll try a couple times, just for fun. A bit higher. I know I'm pretty close, but this is a little bit of a tricky one. So close. I'll do 3 more tries. That doesn't count. 3 more tries at ridiculous tricks that I've got no reason to be trying to do. The tries only count when I'm using an actual bomb. That's about right. A little bit down. Oh, we got it! We got it! Look at this. Professional strategies on this channel, guys. How many tries does that take? Maybe 4 or 5, depending on how you count them. I should really try to heal up a little bit. One of these days, I will get a 5 in a row from my spinning slash in that room. One day. Alright, so now, what did I get? Did I get the big key yet? No dungeon items, okay. MLG stuff, that's it. That's me, for sure. Probably safer to wait for the fire to go by, and then go down. It's not very fast, but it's probably safe. Alright, so we're gonna wanna burn some Icemen. Well, that is very convenient, because now that we've got the big key, we can just go get the big chest. That's good for rooting. And that's not quite what I was hoping for. Now, keep in mind, the tracker says I picked up the flip... Right, because I cheated. What are the consequences of doing this totally out of order? Because I jumped down. I could have gone back up, technically. I didn't even need that because I had the other hacker rod. Hacker man. Out of the way, things. Well, on the plus side, we'll kill the boss pretty quick. On the negative side, we miss out on all the other items. Speedrunning tricks. Not good when you're trying to full clear dungeons. It's fine. Boss fight, whatever number we're up to. We'll just burn it. 5, 6, 7. I should have used... There's a reason why I almost always use Ether on that boss fight. It's because it takes too much magic to use Fire Rod unless you have a full supply when you get down here. And, wow, that was great. I got 4 bottles. Okay. Okay. Classic. It's good. This is great. I didn't want to clear the Ice Palace anyway. You know what? I'm tired of you, Ice Palace. We're going somewhere else for the moment. You're not the boss of me. Did I ever... Yo, I did get the island. Okay. That's okay. It's totally cool. I meant to do all of that. 0 magic. I also think that traditionally by the time I get to Ice Palace, I've got half magic. So the fact that I could run out of MP was a little bit strange. And then I was trying to show off some Fire Rod. And clearly I should have just used Ether. Alright, let's go to the other dungeon that needs Fire Rod and magic. I did so good at skipping the vast majority of Ice Palace, all to get to the boss and flunk it out. Alright. Unfortunately, there's no Christmas music in Dark World Skull Woods. Now, if I remember correctly, I did the front of this already. I think there's also some large magic if I fall here, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong. There's little magic. I mean, I just need a little bit so I can get going. Just to get started. Did I get... We did not get the big key for this dungeon yet either. Can't you? That'll teach me. I thought you could also... It's like, some things you can magic powder on, but not everything. Oh, that's right. This room has a... Yeah. I remember some little tricks, guys. This just gets you the big chest, sneakily. Doesn't really help me. And then you can't really do anything from here without bomb jumping. But, you know, it looks pretty cool, the fact that you can just hug the wall, right? Just showing off all the tricks that don't do me any good. Alright. It's cool. Please move. Okay, so let's forget about that cool trick. And let's head to where we actually need to go, which is towards the boss. And yes, I do need some magic. So we get to deal with Mothra. Now, I have heard that Mothra might be... I don't know if the word's bugged exactly, but not 100% compatible with butter swords. So we might be in for a little bit of fun with that, where we end up using the hammer or something. Maybe silvers. I don't know. Oh, you know what? I'm messing around here. Another one where having this cane is really handy is this room. I don't have to pull the statues around. That's very close. Small key is probably necessary. Now I feel like there is one of these bombable walls that leads to a magic fill-up. I'm not sure if this is it or not. This is probably it. Yeah. Only in the vanilla game? Okay, cool. I wasn't sure if they patched that in the randomizers or not. But that's good to know. If they did make sure that Butter Sword or Gold Sword works on Mothra, then I am happy. Don't forget your key here. I feel like I forget this key a lot because it's just in a weird spot. Don't need any more magic. Now, I definitely have lost track of how many items from this dungeon I've picked up. I'm missing a big key and a map. So... okay, sorry, it's right first, and then left, pick up, pick up, there we go. I only halfway remember how to get through this dungeon quick. Well, we know where the map is, so... one less thing to check, right? Now, I did sort of learn how to sneak through this room as well. Let's see if I can do this. Alright, good, look at that. Again, professional speedrunning tricks. Alright, now I don't have a lot of magic, so let's not be super... let me see. Because I don't have half magic, I should probably use my amazing sword to kill some of these mummies. And then those pots will have magic in them, so we should be safe here. That's good, just waste your magic. But nothing to worry about. Alright, then we don't kill anything in this room. That's great. Do I want to catch a couple fairies first? It's a good question. Oh man, this is like, this is rough. I'm just dead. I'm just dead. I don't need fairies. I don't need no fairies. Yes, I should try to be smart about healing. It's very generous of him to drop a large magic. I'm just gonna play better this time. That's the plan. Just be better. I mean, we're almost there. How did... I don't know if I should kill the mini Moldorms just to hope they drop a heart. What do you think? No hearts. Okay. We're not gonna die in here. Look at this. We're totally safe. There's a heart. There's a key that I really didn't need. Hearts are for quitters. Going shopping for blue potions are for critters. That's what really counts. No! I didn't even see it. I was like, just trying to time... this dungeon, this randomizer is the death of me. Krampus incarnate here. Look at this. Here I am, showing off all my cool tricks. And I got caught by the Wall Master, I think they're called. They were Wall Masters in the first game. I'm assuming they kept their title in Super or Link to the Past. Make sure you get the Giant's Ring. I didn't know there were any giant rings. Okay, 100% for sure this time I'm not gonna get grabbed. And we're just gonna kill Mothra like nobody's business. Because we got the gold sword. And he's never seen the likes of this weapon. That's one, unless I hit the spikes. I especially love how this guy is glitched to not take damage if he bounces into spikes. And I still take tons of damage, and definitely did not die. Are you kidding me? I killed it! It was dead! Alright, time for a new strategy. Oh, man. That guy was totally dead. He was doing his death animation as I bounced into a spike. It's fine. It's fine. I have a feeling a large part of my problem is that I don't have any armor, and I'm used to fighting these final bosses with a varying amounts of actual protection past green mail, at least blue. I don't really need the magic refills, but let's just get a couple of these. Let's just cheap it out. And one blue for fun. There we go. Okay, we're totally fine now. There's no way we can lose. Who do you want to kill? Ice Palace? No, let's just go back to the Mothra. It's fine. Just kill everything. Yeah, I mean, this is kind of the plan. It might not be being demonstrated terribly well here. Link is being killed quite effectively. But, not so well at the rest of the enemies in Hyrule. I'm gonna try to play a little bit defensively so I don't take a ton of damage. I mean, I have the gold sword, which will let me kill almost anything in here in one hit. So there isn't really a lot of excuses for taking a ton of damage, other than rushing. And I'm a little bit spoiled with the randomizers where you often have the red mail before you're very far into Dark World. Unlike right before Ganon, basically. So I'm kind of spoiled by taking a fourth damage rather than full. Isn't there... I thought there was a couple hearts in these, but maybe my memory is off. Okay, so you know the drill, guys. Get to the moth. Kill the moth. Try not to get hit by spikes. Look at all these hearts that these mummies have. And I healed up a couple times, and then I lost it all. Yeah, the randomizers... of course, just waste my magic. I don't have a terribly hard time with the routing, generally. The difficulty can be a bit much, especially for these later dungeons, just because I'm not practiced, per se, especially with... I mean, I've got lots of hearts. It's not a shortage of total life. The problem is just a shortage in armor and practice. I think a lot of times I would normally have fairies as well, sort of saved up. Just keep an eye on my life. One more hit, and then heal up. Mothra is such a jerk, though. Look at this. There we go. I didn't even need the magic. See, I had to show you guys, you know, that I could do it without using healing. The reindeer will heal us. That's how we roll. You just have to, like... You just have to get your head in the game and focus on the spikes. Find your zen. Thanks, who sees you. Part of my problem is always just, you get talking, and you start paying attention. When I'm Let's Playing, especially when I've been going for a fair while. Is there a chest up there? So there is definitely something in the big chest. We have to check that before we leave. So we're gonna go back to there to get that item. I wasn't keeping count of how many actual real items we got out of here. I'm just trying to remember where the actual chests are. And other than doing bomb jumps, this is the easiest way to get. Well, I mean, technically this is probably a minor glitch by wall walking, but that's pretty darn minor. Oh! So, big key behind Mothra, locked by Fire Rod, to get the blue mail. So the only way to get the mail upgrade was to get through Swamp Palace and then Mothra. So yeah, they locked that pretty late in the run. Alright, well, that's good to know, good to know. Okay, well next, probably should just save warp back, because now we gotta go to Ice Cave or Turtle Rock. And I think we're gonna try to finish Ice Palace, because we can teleport there pretty quick. And we've sort of half done that dungeon already, so... And now that we've got blue mail, it's gonna be so much easier. I mean, I've been doing a lot of complaining about not having blue mail, so... You just had to earn it. You have to fight Mothra with the spikes, not get hit too much, and then the game knows I earned my blue mail. That's it. Alright, still gotta remember I don't have half magic. But I've done all the keys and stuff for the early game here. Now blue is invincible. Well, I mean, I'm gonna take half damage, which is significant. If I could get the red mail, I might say I'm invincible. But I do have my correct color. My BlueAnkylo is now actually blue, so that's a good start. We can do some of these rooms pretty quick, too, because I've already cleared most of the stuff out. I have to get to the right side of, Oops, try to turn around. You know what? Well, I probably should have got the anti-fairy with the powder in there just to heal up, but it's fine. What was I trying to say? I can do most of these rooms pretty quickly, and I will still check the right sides, so I'm not going to do the, I'm not going to do the bomb jump this time, because it'll sort of mess up my routing to get to the right side. There's going to be a couple chests. I wonder if I can get it this time. No. Oh, that got both of them. Good job. Good job, Blue. At least my backup bomb worked. Making a green Ankylo channel. You know what? Green Ankylos aren't so bad. That's okay. As long as you stay away from red Ankylos, you're alright. Yeah, so no bomb jumping. We want the path open. What am I doing? Alright, this is my chance. Yes! 5 in a row! I don't know if I've ever done that one before. Okay, so no keys, so I can't get to the right side unless I go around. Which means we have to go past the fiery ice room. Oh, I almost made it. I almost made it before that. Now technically we could hover or bomb jump our way. I should really not let those guys hit me. They do a ton of damage, even with blue armor. Yeah, those 5 penguins in that ice room is always my goal, to try to get a diagonal spin dash that hits them all. So we could go up and back down to fight the boss. Like, because we've got the Cane of Samaria, we actually don't even need the glitch to jump down there. And we can just go up and down. But I really do want to check a couple more chests. Alright. There's a key. There's a switch. There's getting hit by random enemies. But we're going to try this route quick. Oh, I'm not going to make it. No! Come on, go, go, go! Go! Go, no! Why is this room so bad? Okay, swinging the sword, I'm just not good enough to swing the sword on the ice. That's the new rule. Alright, so this is another chest. Just a compass, but at least that's another thing out of the way. And then there's going to be like two more, I think. Right, that's the bad pot. So this room is also handy because there is a hint on it. So this could be a valuable hint that tells us where to get something. A unique item requires the hammer. Well, unfortunately, that probably means the chest in Thieves Town, which we've done long ago. I think. That makes sense. The most hammery required item is probably the one in Thieves Town, right? Alright. You know, we'll be back for you in a second there, Presence. Let's go pick up the secret one at the top of this, this side of the Ice Palace. Yep, see you later, Mr. Paul. I mean, we're almost at the end of the live stream. There's not too much longer to go. Just me fuddling around the last couple dungeons. And I will be posting these to just normal video mode eventually, so... Hopefully tomorrow these will be on YouTube. Of course, the hardest to get chest would be just a map. But yeah, essentially I do understand. I have heard that there is a unique item that replaces the flippers. And I would like to see what that is before we get to the end of this game. Just a small key. I suppose that makes sense. That means there's probably an item on the boss, and that's the last unique item, I think. There's probably... Actually, no. It's fairly likely that the last... I can't even go this way. What am I thinking? It's certainly possible that the boss also has a key. Well, no, I've got 3 keys. I think I might be done for all the various... I think I have enough keys to open all the doors now. So then I'm pretty sure our Ice Palace boss has to have an item. Yeah, we'll just... Did I just jump down? Well, now I'm getting cornered here. I should be careful. Just hop down and go right. Yeah, I didn't mess up the blocks this time. And then I've got 2 keys, because that's the last 2 locked doors. There's one here, and then there's one to the right in the basement. Ooh, you know what I should do? Now, does this guy respawn when we go up down down the stairs? Because this could be a nice little recharge spot for us. He sure does. Alright, I'm looking a lot better now. Alright, we're gonna use this. Now, I don't have enough magic, so I think in this room... I'm pretty... Well, actually, I have enough magic if I don't waste it all on Fire Rod. Although, that'll do. That'll do, pig. So that was nice. Nice, lucky, full magic drop. Definitely can't complain about that. But instead of using 4 or 8 Fire Rod shots to use all my magic, I believe you only use a quarter of your magic to go... which one is it? One of these two. I think it's Bombos? Yeah, the one that shoots fire, anyway. That's the one you want. And then you skip that first phase entirely, and it only used up a quarter of your magic. And the gold sword will, well, it'll do what it does. There we go. See, no problem, just don't run out of magic. And a 20 coins. Alright, well, we're down to one last dungeon. I'm getting a tingling that perhaps the lumberjack item was the random boots that I wanted, but oh well. Oh yeah, I did get a better shield, you know. No one told me to update the tracker for that shield. I had help for the first shield I upgrade. Alright, let's go to Death Mountain and get this done. Conveniently, doing Turtle Rock last leads into Ganon's Tower very nicely. So at least we've got that going for us. Sword in the bottles. I've got the best sword. Well, yeah, I mean, I have all the 4 bottles and the gold sword. So I'm doing well for upgrades. It's just half magic would have been nice. Red mail would certainly help, just because I'm bad. Ganon just does so much damage. And I have not, like, memorized patterns or anything to make it easier. We can go through light world mode to make it a little bit safer. Also, after we do Turtle Rock, maybe before I do Turtle Rock, I should probably do Hookshot Cave just in case there's half magic. Because that'll make Turtle Rock a little bit easier to handle. Well, specifically fighting the Trinex guy, having half magic is nice. And there's just not a lot of places left that half magic could be. Oh yeah, I love these things. Never change, never change. Oh, did I miss? Oh, sorry. The tracker, yeah. Good call. I told him. This is why we need the live stream to help me out for the tracker, because I never think of shields and armors and swords really, because it doesn't really affect the logic at all. So, or at least not, you know, getting gold swords. All right, let's quickly finish Hookshot Cave, and then we'll go to Turtle Rock. Not very hype. Not hype at all. Alright, that's one less cave. And I know that I don't need to do Mimic Cave, so I'm just checking that off. We had a hint earlier on that a Mimic Cave was just money or something. So really all we've got left is... Actually, we checked Pedestal as well. That was 3 bombs, apparently. So all we're missing is Turtle Rock, Lumberjack, and then into Ganon's Tower. Hey Grotham, welcome to the very nearly the end of the live stream, but still, welcome. Not a whole lot of huge dinners for me. We'll probably just have a quiet, small home ham or something tomorrow. But I'm sure it'll be good. Alright, so I'm gonna see if I can do my little hacks for this room. It's not that hard. Oops, that's a good way to do it. Alright, so some good tricks you can do here with oops, I went the wrong way. I failed. It just jumped off. I'm still gonna try to do the trick, even though it's completely pointless now that I'm going this way. So we're gonna go... Actually, this is like vanilla rooting, really. Let's just do it vanilla then. It's safer. Anyway, you can hookshot yourself to one of the other lamps to save the round trip if you want. Let's just do this vanilla as well while we're here. Too slow. Well, we pretty much knew for sure there had to be a key back here, so that shouldn't surprise anyone. And I'm pretty sure every time you enter the, I'm not sure if the mirror resets it, but I'm pretty sure every time you enter the dungeon, they give you a full magic, so it's not really a big deal. Turtle Rock is... That's good. Turtle Rock is fun in the sense that it gives you a lot of opportunity to play with your magic items because there's so many magic refills. Although it's obviously required, and it's easier if you had half magic. Alright, so we're done the first front, I guess. I'll just call it the front of Turtle Rock. And I've already sort of cleared these next two rooms. And now we're back into uncharted territory. Alright, mostly healed. Just gonna use all my magic powder on making fairies, because I'm... It's Turtle Rock. Turtle Rock is rough. Although, honestly, I think I would take Turtle Rock over Ice Palace just for routing in a randomizer. But maybe that's just me. Maybe I should have taken the other route first. I think I went the wrong way, didn't I? No, this is fine. Because there's a check here you want to do pretty quick. Or this lets me do the big chest, right? So I don't need to do Mimic, so I do not need to mirror on that ledge to get to the Mimic Cave. I did get the big key. I forgot about that. We got that the first time we came to Turtle Rock. That's why I forgot. So then we can sneak back here. I feel like I'm missing part of this dungeon, though. I didn't get to the middle. This just leads me to the boss, right? I think. Yeah, because you definitely want to do the laser bridge, because there's like four chests there. Maybe I'm still en route. Honestly, I forget. I say I enjoy this dungeon. It's mostly just because I... Oh, jeez. This is going great. This is going great! Alright, we're gonna save some magic with some red boomerang here. Alright. Well, that gets us to the next room. Let me out! This is the basement with the giant conveyors. Yeah, this is just gonna lead us to the boss. It's fine. I'll just do it in this order. It's fine. I deserve that. This room is relatively annoying. Is this like the only time switch in the game, I think? Or at least very nearly the only time switch in the game? So it can be difficult, and you have to remember how to get through this. I think I did that really well, actually. But that room has, like, thwarted me a lot when I was younger. And I didn't miss Laser Bridge because it's right here. Which kind of sucks when you don't have the gold shield. This takes you outside. How do I do this easily? I'm trying to remember. I know I can do this. I've done this before. I've just... Shoot a laser. No. Oh, you can just... Right? Don't look at him? No. Never mind. Dead again. I should have... you know what I should have done there? That was a huge mistake. I should have gone out the door at the bottom of that bridge. And that would have been hilarious. Ah, oh, dang it. I take it back. Turtle Rock's terrible. It was over this way anyway. I didn't check. basically a dead end. Okay, hold on, I just want to double check what was in the other, I forget where the other portal takes you. I think you have to go through the other route here to get to the center chest, and I kind of wanted to get to this one before we get to the bottom of the dungeon anyway. So, let's route this in properly. Oh, good. Bonified again. This guy's got the key. He's hopping around. What is this? Is he, like, immune to, sword beams or something? Don't think I've ever noticed that one before. Oh, another one of these stupid... Alright, this gets me to the, central chest, at least. That was totally worth my time. But this will lead me back. Right, this routing is rough. I think you're supposed to turn around instead of... Like, once you get that center... The chest in the lava room, I think you're supposed to go back through the pipe you came through. It's faster than going all the way around like this, I think. So, this was kind of a little bit of a weirdo routing. They only do 1 damage. Yeah, I guess that always sort of surprises me that your sword beams don't get stronger as you upgrade your sword. They always do fighter sword damage. I've always thought that was a little bit sad. Alright, so... But now we know for sure there's nothing left on the top of Turtle Rock. Everything else we need to do is basically on the bridge. Which is where I'm gonna have to suddenly get good. I might even just use the save state next time. Just... We're getting so close to the end of the game now, it's starting to get a little bit late. And, my quality is gonna degrade my gameplay. Not that I'm in a huge rush, it's just the nature of the Let's Play. Alright, I definitely remember how to get through that room these days. That's nice. Use the blue kit. You know what? That's a good thing. I've got all these magic items that I never use. I'm worried about running out of magic, but yeah, this kind of stuff, that's what it's for. Maybe we'll get the gold shield in here anyway. The final check. Well, we had enough magic for 2 of them. Not even enough to load it up. Alright, I'm just gonna put a save in here. Because I don't want to have to mess around. Thought I could just... the save is just gonna save some time. That's the point. At least I made it. That's what counts. Okay, and I escaped. Shoot me. Not fast enough. Should make another save. I sort of know how to do this half efficiently, but, like, obviously not very well. You can also get here. But once you're there, you're stuck. You have to shoot, get out of the way. Shoot, get out of the way, go. But not... You know what? It's fine. It's fine! Alright. Laser Bridge was, like, very anti-hype there. We got some money. I guess I needed the key, so we had to do it for the key. But otherwise, that was pretty bad. Alright. I'm not trying to use a whole lot of save state scumming or anything. It's just saving a little bit of time. Oh, you know what? I should maybe consider... Oh, I have no magic at all. Ah. It's fine. I've got a blue potion if I need it. And, I got a couple red potions. And then I'll get full magic there. Okay. Okay, we should be fine against Trinex. I've got the gold sword, so we do more damage than you normally could do on him, because you generally only have the red sword for this. So we should be okay. But I definitely typically have half magic. That's good. Just, you know what? We'll fight this one first. Yeah. Gold sword's so good. I severely underestimated how much damage. You know, this is friggin' nuts. Severely underestimated how much damage Trinex can do. I wasn't even paying attention to my life at all. So I'm sorry, guys. I'm just gonna try to save a little bit of time here. I'll put a save state in again. It's getting too late to be redoing these dungeons over and over again. I also didn't start with full health, and that was my mistake. I don't have enough. Right, that was right. That was my thing, is I thought I'd use the, I forgot that I didn't use a fairy to heal up. And, I thought I'd be able to tank a couple more hits. How many? He must do at least 2 hearts of damage with blue mail. It's possible his, like, head does 3 or something. I wasn't paying very good attention. Alright, let's, same thing except less death. I mean, you can kill it in a single cycle. It really shouldn't be that hard. Well, that's fine. There we go. This time we're gonna do it without getting hit. That's what I'm saying. I think I didn't even get hit. There you go. Alright, Huzzle Fudge. See you next time. You're not missing out too much. All we're doing now is Ganon's Tower into the final boss, so it's all good. Thanks for showing up, everybody who made it, and I mean, you're welcome to stay if you're just listening along, but not too much more to go. That's our final reindeer. We're gonna go find out what the reindeer do to Ganon's Tower now. 18 hearts. I still died to Trinex. Alright. I wonder if that means red mail is in Ganon's Tower. Oh, you're here till the end? Oh, you mean... Okay, yeah. I understand. It's more, I can't keep going too much longer. So I think the only chest that we've missed is the lumberjack from killing a Ganon, and then whatever small chests are in Ganon's Tower. What are all those small candy bits? Well, we're playing a very festive Link to the Past remake, so there's reindeer, there's candy for hearts, there's hole for medallions. Lots of fun stuff. Alright, so let's see if I've learned anything about Ganon's Tower since the last randomized run. Hopefully I know how to route this a little bit better than last time. You get the map, and 1 key. And then you sneak those 2 out first. Then you go to the other side. I know there's a few different ways speedrunners sort of route this dungeon, but then we go over here. Smash that down. That gave us another key, so that was just a small key. Then pick up another key. I'm gonna try not to miss all the small keys this time. Then we can go this way now. And save a bit of time with a bonk. 4 chests. We'll get all sorts of small keys. That's a blue pendant, so now we've got all the pendants. And another part. Oh, you have to kill these to get out, right? I guess just to show it off. All the reindeer and 3 baubles instead of pendants are recovered. I still don't have the flippers or the red mail. That's the 2 things I was hoping to get. Because I believe the flippers are a different item in this... What am I doing? I've got the hookshot. This stuff's easy. So, Isn't there a way? I'm pretty sure you can hook across there if you, if you have better aim than I do. But we'll go the proper way, I guess. It's fine. Yeah, these little mints are these little candies heal you up. So I did learn how to do this room a lot better as well. Hey, the shovel! So now that we've got the shovel, that opens up another check for us. I don't think I'm going to go do it, but technically we go back to Light World and dig up where the flute is normally. And we do have the boomerang, so this room should be a piece of cake. Should be a piece of cake. Should be really easy. Maybe you can't do it like that. Can I hit it with a bomb? Nope. I was sure you could hit those with the diagonal boomerang. Am I just... Maybe I was thinking normally I go this way, where I hit this one to red first, boomerang. And then this gives you more clearance to run further right. That's probably how I normally do it. Okay. I don't remember which color to leave the orb here normally. Yeah, I know. It could be red mail. You know, maybe before I fight Ganon, I will consider checking a couple easy checks. Because I'm really not 100% confident in my ability to kill Ganon safely with the blue mail. I'm sure I could do it. It's just... he does so much damage. Also, during my the randomizer run, I totally forgot about this little hidden room. Normally, you don't need to go in here, because it doesn't lead you to the big key or anything. It's a very... In vanilla, this is a room you don't need to go to at all. But in the randomizer, it's actually pretty important because of the 4 chests. And literally the big key, so we could not have progressed without finding this room. So, that's convenient. We'll continue this path, though, because I'm going to check all the chests while we're on our way. But now we could go fight a Ganon and basically beat the game at this point. If you watch the racers, speedrunners and stuff, especially when they're racing, they tend to do a game where you try to guess how many chests they have to open before they find the big key. So if you were counting, you'd know how many it took to get that time. Because it's just... There's a lot of places that key can be. Although we can do something you also don't see speedrunners do very often. The big chest, which is normally the red mail, is normally not opened. And it had the gold shield, which I'd sort of forgotten about. But, yeah, there you go. I'll do another tiny little skip here. Can I just hook him out? Yeah. That, jump over the little cliff. And then it ends up in the drop down to, I don't know, the basement of Ganon's Tower? What do you normally call this room? But because we've got silver arrows and stuff, this should all be very simple. The last time we fought the Christmas tree boss, I had a bad time. So this is our revenge on the Christmas trees. I mean, I said I was going for closer to 100% because of the Christmas mod. There you go. Revenge. And this is your vanilla big key chest, I think. So you normally end up coming down here for big key. Now that might not be every single chest in the basement. This leads you to fairy room, I think, right? Yeah, we don't need that right now. So, you know, we could probably fool around in the basement a little bit longer if I was really trying to be thorough, but I don't really remember where all I don't remember where all the random chests are down here. There's like at least one that's pretty easy to get, I think. I kind of wasted that, honestly. I should have not wasted that key, but it's okay. Oh, right, one of these. Yeah. I love these blocks so much. There we go. So much fun. Alright, this room... Although it takes a while, this is why I think the speedrunners tend to skip it. You do get a chest or a key out of surviving this room, right? So... might as well do it. I need to remember to save a couple keys so that when we climb Ganon's tower, we don't get locked like I did during the Let's Play. Spoiler alert! The crossover randomizer gets a little bit dark in the last episode. But it's not going to happen today. I know a little bit more about how the randomizer works now, so I should be okay. There we go. Not what I wanted, but you know, a good chest. Now this doesn't take us anywhere, right? This just shows us. It just shows me a waste of time. Classic. And that's fine. I don't mind moderate wastes of time. Of course. Alright. Fun little room to get trapped in. But anyway, what we want to do is do the, I don't know what you call it, but the lantern, the fire rod game here to get all the torches lit. Alright. You want to start up at the top, and then work your way. So, ready, set, go. Just don't bonk anything. Oh, come on. No! Alright, we're good, we're good. I really shouldn't be wasting my magic here. I'm too low on magic to be wasting it. You know, as much as I would like to get the red mail, it's possible... Oops. It's quite possible that getting the half magic upgrade would be the most useful for me, for safety. But, we'll see. Sure would be a last-minute recovery if that's what we get. So yeah, all of that work was essentially to get the red mail, which is definitely worth it in my book. No half magic, but I got the red mail, so I'm happy. Alright, I think that's all the chests. I hope that's all the chests that are down in the basement of the tower. I hope that having one key is enough for me to get up the tower. Let's give it a shot. But we're mostly fully upgraded now. We've got better shield, better armor. We can listen to the Sugar Plum Fairies all night long. What am I doing here? What am I doing here, guys? Don't stand on the spikes. I feel like, oddly enough, these raising and lowering blocks are actually less buggy in I should move this guy over first and up. Both of them over. How do we do that? It's like this right here on this little edge. Almost got them. There's a way to do this a lot faster, obviously, but... Anyway, that'll work. What was I saying? Yeah, in the Link's Awakening on the GBA, I feel like the moving, what do we call them? The raisable platforms, anyway. I feel like they were less buggy in that version than Link to the Past. As much as this is the Super Nintendo version, I've definitely found that those platforms, the words fail me as the night gets later and it becomes closer to Christmas. was the night before Christmas and Blue's tongue was tied. Let's go get healed up. Sneak ourselves a fairy or two. I guess that's how you know that the bonk jump from Pegasus Boots is vanilla. It's sort of an expected trick to know. That fairy there, I believe there's no way to get without jumping. Anyway, time for the gauntlet, which is everyone's favorite, and I'm probably still short a key, so I'm really hoping we don't get locked out. I think we're doing better so far than the last time. A little bit of being killed by spikes. Okay, ice room 1. The key is fine. Alright, I'll trust you. I have been in the position here where a room that in vanilla dropped a small key did not drop the small key that I was expecting. This room is too laggy. It's terrible. My timing for these arrows is so much harder in this version. I mean, when I did the first Llama Lana fight, I think I got all of them first try, like in one round, or at least close to that. And then now in, just because of the lag, really, it just really throws me off there. Alright, let's try really quick here, do some super tricks. Alright, we got the triple. I don't really remember the walk. It's just, you know, just dodge that center square, we're all good. Alright, well we got the triple whiz robe. Let's see if we can get... We got the quadruple. We got the quadruple, guys. The run is validated for me anyway. That's all I needed to see. Alright, remember, you don't have a lot of spare magic. I'm gonna get hit. It's fine. This gives me more time to... Oh, man. Okay, try this again. Just, I don't know if you can relight them like that, honestly. Find out. We cannot! Oh, this is not gonna work. Okay, let's just wait for them both to come out. I did so good on the last couple rooms, and then as soon as we get in here, I just flub it all. Alright, the 2 are out. That's what I need. Let's do this. And go! Sheesh! How do I miss every time? It's like a surprisingly tight hitbox for, like, just throwing a lantern at a, one of those things, whatever they're called. Alright, but there's another full magic, if I remember correctly. And then this room is scary until you know... This room is really scary until you know not to fall down. I think my reflexes are getting a little out. The order to take the torches in... Again, missing your shots doesn't help. But yeah, it's not that hard if you do it in the right order. If you try to shoot them in the other order, other orders make it a lot more difficult. Hey, look! That's the secret item! We got the ice boots, or whatever we're gonna call them. So I guess after we finish Ganon Tower, we better spend at least a minute seeing how they work, because that's your new flipper item. Alright, I think I have enough keys now because I got that one, so yeah, you guys are probably right. What am I doing? I also probably should have lured that thing down, yeah. Alright, this is the room we got stuck in on the Let's Play. Probably should have powdered it and then got the magic, but... Oh, look! last second, we get our half magic. That pretty much puts us done. That's actually every unique item in the game now. All we're missing is 1 heart, or... doesn't show quarter hearts, so maybe a couple quarter hearts? No! Okay, we're good. We're good! And I know I'm not going to try to hover over this gap. That's ridiculous. That would be a terrible waste of the end of the stream. Alright, so it was just a couple quarter hearts. Guess they don't keep track of them in this randomizer. Can I do this trick? Yeah, there's a good trick for you guys. Value on this live stream. Alright, well that's pretty much Ganon's tower. We got all the items. Almost 100%ed the run. And we get some more Merry Christmas here. Alright, so he's bottom left. I missed... well, I got 1 out of 3. I should be standing over here. That was totally not how to do that. That's... okay, focus. Stop reading chat. This is a good chance for a triple. But 2's better than 3. 2's better than none, anyway. No. This is also a good chance for a triple. If I didn't hit him and electrocute myself, but... anyway, we got him pretty quickly. My geometry's on point, just my timing and accuracy might not be. Oh, Ganon might look a little different here for the holidays. Plot twist. If I switched over to something like Magic 6 this late, it really would be a complete garbage run. So, you know, I do want to go fight Ganon. Like, don't get me wrong, it's time to start wrapping this stream up. But first, because I just got those ice boots, what do? I'm gonna go find some ice and see sort of what the mechanic is. I don't know if they do much. Might Magic 6 lets Lightning Link Pass crossover? Sure, why not? We can cross over anything. Okay, so I think all that happened there, as you probably would expect, is the ice no longer makes you stutter. You can move on ice as if it was grass, I think. Probably full speed. As if it was, I guess this was a path, not really grass. Which is very cool. If we'd gotten that item at any point earlier, before we did Ice Palace, or Swamp Palace especially, but any point earlier in the game, that would have been a really cool item to get. Because not really progression, just a nice little bonus. Unfortunately, we didn't get it till like one of the last chests in the entire game. So, we don't really get to show that off very well for this stream. It's kind of unfortunate. That'd be a really cool item to get sort of at the end of the Light Worlds, so that you could, you know, get some value out of it for the icy map. I might be okay at a solo night run in Might Magic 6 when I was 100% awake and ready to go, but like I said, it's been a long stream. Alright, let's do this. It's Ganon time. I've got all powered up. Oh, there's the hearts in the bottom right. So I'm missing 3 checks. So there's probably 1 quarter heart in the shovel, and then 2 that I missed somewhere. So there's like 2 chests in the entire game that I absolutely missed. And they're probably in Ganon's tower somewhere. Oh no, one's at Lumberjack. So there's a Lumberjack quarter heart. Oh good, Ding Fries are done. And 1 at the shovel. On the 15th day of Xmas, Aga gave me 15 blue balls bouncing, 7 maidens sleeping, and a bomb drop in a poultry. Alright, it's pretty good. Alright, let's do this. Now, I don't know much about Ganon, or Santa. I suppose it's really more Santa than Ganon. But I do know that the gold sword generally makes this a pretty quick fight. Also, not missing your silver arrows. Golden arrows. Silver arrows, golden sword. Okay, that's good. Now, I don't have any fairies, so what I should be doing is, when I get to low health, going like this, and healing up. I don't have to restart this fight, so we're gonna be a little bit cautious. Oh, for this one, you're supposed to, like, yeah, hide, like, right behind him and smack him a few times. But I think I've done enough damage. The fact that he's breaking the ground means we're pushing him through his phases quickly. I really don't like the circular fire bat phase. I don't really know how to dodge it very well. So the more he does of this, the worse for me. And if we can push him into just breaking all the walls quicker, that'd be nice. So this should bring him into the light arrows, the silver arrows. Don't do that. Okay, that was smart. And this is the phases where I'm not very good at Ganon because I don't know his patterns very well. Not quite a triple, but pretty close. Okay, he's too far away, unfortunately. Might have been able to Pegasus this entire in time, but this should do it. Done. Alright. Ganon, I used a potion, but that's fine. Probably, if I started with full health, I probably would have beaten them without using any potions. So honestly, I feel like that was another good sort of vindication against Ganon, or Santa Ganon. So yeah, there you go. Link to the Past, Randomizer, with a festive twist. GG indeed. Okay, now play it again, and this time inverted on hard mode, with all glitches expected. Swordless, inverted, insane mode, all glitches required, one-hit KO, I don't know what else you could do to make it worse. Well, thanks, awesome guy. Some Ganon fights, I feel like I've got my stuff together. That one worked out pretty well. It was a lot better than... which boss did I die on? Mothra? Better than that. Santa Ganon, down for the count. Yeah, don't worry. We'll listen to the end of the credits before we close the stream down. And have a good time. But yeah, essentially, just figured I wanted to do a surprise live stream today for Christmas Eve for a few hours and share a really cool seasonal Link to the Past randomizer that I came across. Again, big thanks to all the Zelda randomizer guys out there, the programmers and whoever works on the art assets and all that stuff. This is all really well done. It's a good randomizer in general for logic and customization, but I'm also quite a big fan of little twists like this. Well, I mean, it's 10:30 p.m., which isn't unreasonably late. It's just I've been streaming for the last almost 4 hours, and it was kind of a surprise out of the blue thing I didn't really prep for, so. Hey, how come Zora was Zora white when he jumped out when we visited them? He's usually blue, I think. $1:30, yeah. Maybe I'll do a New Year's Eve stream just to match it up. I don't know what's a good festive, what a good New Year's Eve game will be. It might require some drinking or something to be seasonal. But for Christmas Eve, I thought this was a good fit at least. We got Santa Ganon and Linker Claus. And Frosty the Red-Nosed Hobo. XCOM. Yeah, I can't beat XCOM in a few hours, though. The streams seem to work better when it's a game that I can finish in a reasonable amount of time. If it's XCOM, it's like, oh, let's just commit to 100 hours. Leisure Suit Larry. I'll think about it. We'll see if I come up with any cool ideas for the next live stream. I'd like to do a couple more over the holidays. Just, it's kind of fitting, try to fit a couple more in while we've got some time. So we'll see what happens. I might do another Super Metroid crossover randomizer, because I really like those. More even than I like the pure Link to the Past ones. I like the mix of the two games, although they take a bit longer. We'll see what happens. I have a few ideas for live streams, so we'll test a few things out. But yeah, anyway, this is pretty cool. If you've got some spare time over the holidays or whenever, definitely give it a whirl. You can set it... This was actually only normal mode, so technically you can actually turn it to easy mode, which I'm not sure exactly what it changes, but if you thought this was a little bit too scary, you can make it even easier. And there's lots of options for the randomizer settings, so stuff like that. Do we get a fancy jingle bells here right at the end? Dashing through the snow to a Ganon he must slay. Still can't find the bow, slashing all the way. Ha ha ha. I should be like, this should be the music playing actually. With lantern and with glee, making torches bright, which chest will hold the final key in Ganon's tower tonight. Well, we found both the bow and the big key pretty easily. It was other things that we were lost on, like it was essentially that Titan's mitt into hookshot that really messed me up there at the end. Although we almost got stuck in the light world as well. Gloves especially, the first power glove and then the Titan's mitt both really put a wrench into my plans for rooting through this one. Jingle bugs, Ganon hugs, Uncle took the bed. It's no fun when you can't run, but boots are on the ped. That would be rough. That would be rough. We managed to get our boots about halfway through the game at least. Bonking over gaps. No money for... I ran out of money for the monkey. That's fair. Ugga's Patrick's crap. Got stung by a bee. I wouldn't know Ganon's patterns well enough to say anything about that. I think we did get stung by a bee though, so most of this came true. Like, you know, these guys knew. Flying with the duck, needing hookshot to progress. Link will need a lot of luck for this inverted mess. Yeah, like I said, there's randomized versions of this where you can do it Dark World first, where you need the Moon Pearl to go to the Light World, and they've revamped some of the maps. It's actually pretty cool, but it's also pretty hard for the fact that you start in the Dark World with no hearts and everything can kill you in one hit. I'm pretty happy with the Jingle Bells song, or the Jingle Balls song. I'm not gonna sing it all. It needs to scroll a little bit faster to really to sing it with tempo, but pretty cool. Oh, Ocarina of Time reference there at the end. Cool, cool. I suppose one day I'll have to do a Let's Play of Zelda 64. That's a bit longer game than Link to the Past. I'll probably get there eventually. There's a randomizer for it as well, but I could probably handle an Ocarina randomizer. I've never tried it before, but I do know 100% all the items in the vanilla game, so maybe I could do it. The flute took over an hour. Very important information here. How you killed your bosses. So they did give us the gold sword pretty early. Quest 64? Well, there's a lot of grinding in Quest 64, and it's got a couple nice things, but yeah, it's not that good a game. So there you go, 11 checks for the Ganon Big Key, Ganon Tower Big Key. 6 deaths. But 5 of them had fairy revivals, or I don't know if that's 6 and 5, or 6 altogether. We missed 7 items. I know for sure where 2 of them are. Where the other 5 are is a mystery for me. Probably in Ganon's Tower somewhere. Oh, Mimic Chest. I skipped Mimic Chest because I knew it was rupees. There's like 1 item I skipped because I knew it was in it. So maybe I missed like 4 or something. Still, we got all the unique items except for the last couple hearts. Cool. Alright, folks. Thanks for watching. Hope you have enjoyed. Merry Christmas to everyone, as you expect. And I will see you for the next Let's Play and possibly the next live stream. So, see you there.